Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Attack to Talk. I am your host, AJ, and joining me are my good friends.
Hi, I'm Lexi.
Hi, I'm Zach.
Welcome back, Zach.
Yes,
Missed you last week,
I'm
buddy.
back.
So
I'm
let's kind of talk.
alive.
Let's talk about last week's episode a little bit. So we talked about a lot of different topics. And Zach, yeah, you missed a good episode. I know you were able to join us for a little bit through the chat. I know you brought up some. As I kind of looked back at it, you brought up some pretty good topics to talk about. But
tried.
there's just a lot.
Kept just talking
Yeah,
about.
I do want to note
Because we
that,
didn't even start yet, and there were already like 6 questions.
yeah.
To answer.
So I do want to note that a topic that you mentioned, which would have been a fun one to talk about, would have been like, I believe it was top fathers, right? In
Oh, yeah.
anime.
Because it was Father's Day, so I was
Yeah.
like, top fathers in anime. I
Yeah.
didn't know if someone already said it or not.
Yeah. So we didn't discuss that, but I will say that
I already know who my
my
number one is.
my dad wanted. You know who dad wanted to go ahead and say. He wanted to say.
He says Endeavor.
He wanted to say Endeavor.
Yeah, I wanted to say Endeavor.
How did I know?
Yeah.
I
His
He wanted to
reasoning
say
though
Endeavor.
was like, well, he starts off like kind of like a dick, but you know he tries to
He
clean those
sees
pieces.
the
Character
the potential.
development.
He sees the
There's
potential.
definitely
sees the potential.
much development from Endeavor.
Yeah, but he also sees the commitment that he's making to try to, make things right.
I can understand that.
Yeah. So that's something that my dad wanted to go ahead and kind of chime in. He liked your kind of topic there, but I'm kind of curious though.
I'm pretty
Who
sure
did
I
you have
said
in mind?
mine. I'm pretty sure I said
we
mine.
have the
Did
same
you?
one. Yeah,
Oh,
me
okay.
and Zach have the same.
Man.
Who is it? Is it the
Yeah.
doctor
Brother.
from
Yeah,
Full
General
Metal
Hughes.
Alchemist?
Not a doctor.
Yeah, the
Not
doctor,
not
right?
the doctor. The
Not the
doctor
doctor?
turned his daughter into a dog. No.
yeah, that one. Yeah, that one.
Big brother. No. It's Mace Hughes. Colonel Hughes.
I don't know.
Glasses. He kind of looks like Markiplier
Yeah.
Okay.
from like part 1, like season.
Oh,
Full Metal Alchemist?
Brotherhood.
Okay.
The one with the daughter, the little daughter with the brown hair and the little pigtails.
Invites Edward to his home for dinner.
Yeah, he's not. Is he the one
Black
who kind of
hair,
like
glasses.
super nice.
He's tech savvy, right? Doesn't he? Or am I thinking of someone else? I'm thinking of someone else.
You're thinking of someone else.
Someone
Show
else
him a
that
photo.
wants to train and stuff like that. Yeah, and okay. So let's see.
He's pretty early on, and is there anyone in here? I was gonna say
So
spoilers.
adult Gohan. Okay.
Adult Gohan.
He is one of. He
Definitely
is
not the
the
same
greatest
demeanor.
father in anime,
Okay.
like of all time. Like
Who's the worst father?
Goku.
Oh,
Goku.
Think so?
I saw a clip of it where someone was doing like an abridged like TikTok,
Yeah.
and Gohan's like, I'm about to die, and Goku's like, Cell, here's a sensu bean, and Gohan's like, what the fuck? He's trying to kill me.
I was
He's your
gonna
father. He
say-
just wants you to get stronger. No, it's a fight to the death. He just gave our strongest enemy a sensu bean.
Yeah.
Goku's the worst father, hands down.
I was
were you
gonna
gonna
say
say?
the worst father is probably like someone like a lot of anime characters that like don't. They're like, oh, my dad isn't in my life, like Deku or something. Like their dads. It's like why? Like what?
At least
Why?
their dad
Why?
didn't try to get them killed.
But at least they know who their dad is.
Actually, you know what? Worst father. Same anime. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
yeah, I was gonna say, why didn't you say that
Why would you say
immediately?
the doctor?
The doctor.
The
Yeah.
professor.
Big brother.
Yeah, that was. I remember when that's another anime you wanted me to go ahead and watch, and I started watching it, and as soon as I saw that moment,
you were doing real good.
yeah, and then you kind of just get to a point where you have to get over the kind of
Yeah, like there's like a
certain kind of,
slow
like,
hump.
episodes,
There gets
right?
to the
There's
point where it gets
there's like a
good.
5 to 7 episode hump where it kind of slows down and you're just like,
I think I lost the momentum, and then I just kind of it was tough to stick through it. But so when I saw that moment, it was just like ripping my heart out of my chest, man.
Yeah.
I was like, no way. I like the dog too. Is it weird that I like the
You
dog
were,
more
like,
than the
more
daughter?
the
sad
dog was
about the
awesome. The
dog.
dog would like jump on Alan Edward.
Yeah, I remember there was a moment too where it shows them kind of playing around, right, with the dog, and the dog kind of does a little comedic kind of cartoon gesture where it's like trying to be like nah, but it was like
But it
The
was
dog
a
was
dog.
really like,
yeah, like while he was like running backwards, just like yeah.
That dog reminded me of that. I don't know if any of you guys have seen this or if I've just been on the internet for too long. There's this Japanese commercial of this, and the dog is like the main character. And you know that Japanese commercials are really weird. It's a normal dog, but then they like cut frame and it's like a man in a surreal dog costume dancing. and it's the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
Sounds very strange.
But it reminded me of that dog from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Really?
Yeah. I kind of want to pull it up.
The thing that sucks,
I guarantee I could just look up Japanese commercial.
Is when you have characters like that who are like, I don't know, who just like exude like fun and joy and life, and then when that's the outcome,
I found it,
bro. It's like, why?
It took you like 5 seconds.
I know. I literally just looked up Japanese commercial, and the recommended was dog suit because it's so weird. I'm just gonna. So look, it's it's a normal dog.
That's not a normal dog.
Is his name Punchy?
Oh my god, that's low-key terrifying.
So far, I like the song.
That was weird. Okay.
Well, if it happens again,
Well, it came back immediately, so thank goodness, and thank goodness it didn't just kick anyone off because I don't think anyone was on there anyways.
Yeah.
Oh hey,
Yes.
what's up, Captain?
Yes. You know
Captain
what?
Boggy.
You know what, Bogged? You know what,
Captain
Bogged?
Boggy.
I just caught up.
Captain Buggy.
I don't think you guys have seen this. It's the new one, Spy Family.
I haven't, but I've heard so much about it.
You know what, Bog?
Actually, I'm gonna
Lloyd
talk
is
about that
number
later.
2 father. Lloyd
Okay.
is
Talk about
number
Fandomion.
2 father for me.
Is Lloyd the actor who is Pedro Pascal? No?
Is he?
Captain Boggy. What's up, buddy? Thank you for joining us.
I don't know. Pedro Pascal? I don't know the dub. I only know the sub.
Oh, from Spy Family. Never mind. I'm thinking of something totally different.
Thinking of Spy Kids?
No, well, I'm thinking of, it's like I don't think it was a Spy Kids per se, but it was kind of like something where it was like centered around kids being spies. Maybe it was affiliated. Maybe it's in the same universe, but I remember Pedro Pascal was like an amazing father in that, I think.
Well, Lloyd Forger, aka Twilight, is voiced by Alex Organ
Interesting.
in the dub. Hi, Bog. I missed you.
Captain Buggy.
Captain Buggy.
You have to do it,
But-
Adri. Only you can do that.
Yeah, so Zach, that was an interesting topic that you brought up in chat that we didn't get to. But also another thing too is that Lex, let's go ahead and let's rewind it back
You
a
never
week.
said who's your number 1 father.
Well, in terms of anime, I mean, that's a good question, and I don't know if I have necessarily a good answer for it
I love
because
anime characters.
in terms of like big spectrum,
Definitely
right,
have
of seeing all the
dads.
different anime, like I don't have that large palette that you guys do. So, and all the fathers I'm thinking of, or I'm like, they're not very good fathers,
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
The fathers that are present, they're there for like character development.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like,
So
I'm surprised you're not like. I know he's not that good with Aaron,
With
but
what?
Grisha.
no, he
Zeke.
was not a good father.
No.
Well, no, I'm saying like at least with Zeke, how he towards the end of
Like it was like a kind of like towards the end. There's redemption's a good word to use for the character, and kind of like,
I would say All Might's a good father.
well, All Might is a good father figure. Yeah.
Doesn't
So
have to
I
be like a
guess
legitimate father. We can say father.
I guess
oh, okay. Father
Yeah.
figure. Yeah. Okay.
if I were to kind of say one that I'm kind of familiar with, then All Might's a good choice.
I mean, All Might be trying to slide in with Deku's mom.
Well, I don't know. Maybe that'd be interesting.
I don't mind it.
But yeah, so thank you for that topic, Zach. What I do want to say is, Lexus, let's bring up Eddie's question
Oh,
that he
yeah.
had that we felt that Zach would be able to answer better than any of us would.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
So yeah,
Interesting.
I
I
have
it was
tried to hang around as much as I could, but I was out of commission.
That's
Like,
right.
I got off the phone and I was like dying.
It's okay. Yeah, Eddie had so when Lexi asked about different topics for us to discuss, Eddie had a good one. And yeah, we were like, you know what? This is definitely a question for Zach.
Mm-hmm. So in the prompt where we asked about what should we discuss in our OVA? Eddie put down that he wants us to discuss his Naruto and Attack on Titan theory. That
I was
he
talking about
sent
him. I was talking to him about it in
DM.
on the Instagram DMs.
Really?
I was talking to him. Let me see what we just talked about. Cause no, I saw that and I was like, that's a pretty cool theory.
Mm-hmm.
And I was genuinely like interested in it. So I was like,
Deep dive.
he left me spiraling. Freaking left me on a brain bender. Let's see. Yeah, he goes, yo, Zach. Anyways, I have a theory. What if AOT and Naruto live in the same universe? Because 9 Titans, 9-tailed beasts.
Okay.
So I know you guys aren't big Naruto fans, but the whole thing is like Naruto has the 9 tails fox. There's like 8 tails, 7 tails, 6 tails, 5 tails, like 9 different creatures.
Yeah.
I said I think that if it were true, they would need to be from different like eras, like long time span different. Like I think it would have to be that the Titans came first,
Okay.
and then like centuries later, we're down to like the raw energy of like, I guess Ymir has just been like dispersed into chakra.
Okay.
And I think I said what I say. So like maybe the tailed beasts are descendants of the Titans, and jutsus come from like Titan energy from like Ymir, and that everyone is able to pass it on after the rumbling.
Wow. So does
That's
that
what I
mean
thought.
then, however X amount of time passes, that there'll be another kind of changing as far as the 9, let's say
It could be like it could
go
go from like 9-tailed beasts to like some other gigantic monstrous.
It's like
Yeah.
having different
entity.
ages, like the Ice Age and then the Stone Age, but it's like the Naruto Age, the Attack on Titan Age.
Yeah.
If there were 9 Dragon Balls, then
If
Yeah,
there were,
I'd be like,
if there
okay.
were 9 deadly sins,
Yeah.
then
that would be cool.
Well, that's kind of an interesting theory.
you would connect it all.
Well, maybe. I mean, you could probably.
Maybe it
find
is only
7.
7 deadly sins because maybe there's a combination of the powers.
Well, maybe the 8th and the 9th are,
'Cause it's
the
like-
Demon King and the Goddess.
I don't know. Interesting theory. But yeah.
I like that idea.
Okay.
Oh, I could go down a whole rabbit hole now.
We figured that's why we probably like that's a question for Zach. For sure.
spiraling.
All right.
I like that though. I did talk about that, and that kind of left me. I had a whole week to sit with my thoughts and think.
Yeah.
It sounds
Sure.
therapeutic.
I don't know if you guys told them. For those of you who didn't know, I got COVID. So
Yeah. Well,
You
I
just
think
said you-
think
you were
Captain
sick.
Boggy
Yeah.
is the one who actually kind of guessed in chat, 'cause we're kind of like, oh well,
I'm like, oh, what do you think?
Zach's not here, but we will go and
That's
talk
when-
about that. And people were just kind of like, having their kind of like, reasonings why you weren't
That's when we
here.
were like, y'all got beef? You guys have beef?
Yeah.
Because me and AJ very much hyped it up to be something that it's very much not.
Yeah.
someone actually on Instagram, on my Instagram,
Yeah.
I was so bored. I was doing like the whole like people can message me and leave like their little whatevers, and someone said, let me see. It didn't click at first for me. It was Bobby7_. I don't know who that is on Instagram, but they say you're gonna get fired up this week, and I was like, what? Like, I thought it might have been someone from my work, but I was like,
It didn't
you don't
click.
follow
Yeah,
anyone
yeah.
from my work.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool that they follow you like directly.
It was cool. I was like,
That's really
I was
cool.
just confused. I was like,
Yeah, I had to
We're gonna
actually
get
fill
fired
in
up.
that place last week, but
Yeah.
since it's a nice little segue, so let me ask you, Zach.
oh well, there we go.
Zach, I want to know,
Zach
buddy.
knew.
You
Just wanted to set it up.
had last week off to yourself in your thoughts and stuff like that, but you're here today with us, and I'm glad you are. So I want to ask you, my friend, how are you feeling? Fire up! Yeah, that was good. That was good. I like that. How you feeling,
Welcome
Lex?
back. Be honest, I'm a little tired,
Okay, tired.
but I am very excited for this episode because I'm also very much aware this is a heavy me
Yeah.
voicing episode.
Yeah, you're gonna hold the
so-
fort this week.
So
So
I'm ready for it.
cool.
I'm ready for
I
it.
hope you are.
I'll be good.
Cool.
Who needs sleep?
I'm chilling.
Humans do.
So with that being said, today's episode we will be discussing and breaking down season 2, episode 2. I'm home. This will be part 2 of our discussion, closing out this episode. Of course, guys, warning because there may be spoiler talk in this episode. Probably, good chance.
Yeah.
All right. So now before we get into any recap, Marco, what's up, buddy? Welcome.
Oh,
The recap I will say though is very quickly we talked about a lot of different topics and stuff, and one of those topics is something we discussed. We actually kind of turned it into our little Q&A, which would be interesting to go ahead and see kind of, just from some of the listeners, who they believe, they would portray.
Yeah.
So with all that being said, let's get into some poll results and then some Q&A responses. So
Don't read them.
yeah.
Do not read them.
Does that mean you want Zach to go first, or do you still want to do the results?
Yeah, let's just have Zach go first
okay.
because I don't want him to read them to himself.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know what the Q&A was.
Okay.
I'm going
Well,
in blind.
Okay, because you're gonna read them, but I also want to hear your
That's
response.
why
to it
I
as
read
well.
the question already.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
I can read the question. I just can't read
Yeah.
the answers. But question is, if you were to fan cast yourself into AOT, who would you play? First up,
before you continue on, I will say that with Marco here with us, Marco, that is something that I believe Marco did kind of bring to the chat as far as discussion, right?
I think he did, yeah.
I think so. I will say if it wasn't,
Because
I do
we
remember
brought
Marco.
up, like, our live action ideas.
Yeah, I do remember Marco saying that I would make, or at least he would cast me as Grisha.
Yes, he said you would
So I'm
make
like,
a great
okay.
Grisha.
Are we saying by looks or by who we want to be?
A bit of both.
Okay, let's try to combine that in terms of like somebody that you would have to, if you're thinking of a character, you would be able to resemble them in terms of like maybe you would have to change your appearance and everything
there's
and
still
stuff.
like makeup, you can change your hair, you can resemble
hell
them.
Yeah.
But
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Give me those glasses. Give me those glasses.
why?
You'll see when I say who I'm going to be.
Okay.
Who did we say that Zach should be? We said he should be Niccolo.
Well, because that's the easy one. I'm thinking like
We're
Niccolo,
like, a blonde guy
and
who likes
stuff.
food.
Yeah.
Zach.
Yeah. So Niccolo's kind of the easy option, which obviously he's not going to want to be if he wants my glasses. But all right,
he's
so
gonna want
we'll
to
get to
be
the responses,
secret.
Zach, and then
Okay,
tell
can
us.
I read the
who you're
first
going-
one?
Yeah.
Can I
Go
I
ahead.
swipe now?
Yeah.
From B Dennis 7.
All right. B Dennis, what's up, buddy?
Maybe B Dennis is Bobby 7.
Maybe.
Oh,
Bobby Dennis
'cause
7?
Bobby that would make so much sense.
If I'm wrong, let me know. But B Dennis says Connie or maybe Moblet, but mostly Connie. I'll leave it at that.
I'll leave it
okay.
at that. Connie would be fun to play.
That would be a very fun character
But
to
I
go ahead
feel
and
like
portray
it
in
would
live
be-
action.
Obviously, you're going to work to
A lot of
play this
emotion.
character, and it would take a lot out of you
Yeah.
because he's always up here all the time. He's always talking around here, and it's just like
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I like Connie. I think that would be a good one. I think Connie would be a fun one to play.
It would be fun, but again, it's like it would. I feel like after filming or whatever the case is, and going through the different shoots or whatever and stuff, that you would probably feel drained depending on the the scene for sure.
Yeah.
It would be a lot of energy spent.
Yeah.
So next up, we've got our boy Bog Dorgan.
Okay, Captain Boggy.
Boggy.
What?
Read it out loud.
He goes, I think I make a good Premier Zachary.
Okay.
It's just because I saw my name and I was like, why is he talking to me in the Q&A? And I was like, oh, he's not. I'm just
No,
dumb.
that's an
Okay.
interesting character to play, though. Like, I
Yeah.
still think you need genuine skill and everything to
Now
play
I'm
that
genuinely
character.
confused as to...
That would be very cool, but also too, like we talked about, I think we talked a little bit about it last week in terms of like watching your. And this is spoiler
Bog,
territory.
how old are you, bro?
This is spoiler. Well, maybe he'll go through transformation. Like, hey,
There's hair and
we
makeup.
talked about Jared Leto. Jared Leto does all that stuff all the time.
That's true.
Jared Leto's
So-
a tryhard.
Talking about how if your character goes through a certain kind of like death, right?
Mm-hmm.
It would be kind of cool to see your death portrayed in a live action. You
Yeah.
know? We talked about it
Like, it
because
would
we're
suck
like,
because,
to
like,
watch
your
yourself
character's
die.
gone.
yeah,
but
we
it'd be
talked
cool
about
to
it
see that.
with the female Titan swinging that person. Like, you imagine being casted as that person, and then they're just like, you
that'd
see,
be so cool.
And
like-
you see yourself as a
Yeah.
CGI.
That's me. Which one? The one getting swung
Going to swing
around.
around, and then they
What do
zoom
you mean,
in on the
which
shot,
one?
and you're like, you're literally your back is snapped and stuff, right? And you
Yeah,
have,
you're
like,
snapped the other
the
way.
heels of your heels are touching the back of your head and stuff, right? So for Boggy,
Yummy.
that would be interesting because we know, unfortunately, the fate that Premier Zachary, how it plays out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I think that's a
that would be a cool.
that is
cool
a
scene.
cool
I want
death
to play
to
myself
watch.
and watch myself die. That'd be cool.
That'd be cool. Also, just to kind of go through the again, we talked about the mocap and like have your face and likeness on a Titan. That'd be very cool. All right.
Chrissy core, like from Stranger Things, Chrissy.
Oh
Like-
gosh.
I got the
Like-
TikTok audio in my head.
Chrissy, wake up!
I don't like this. Chrissy, wake up. God, I can't get that freaking audio out of my head.
People are
Gotta
in love
wake
with
up!
him.
Gotta wake up! Gotta wake up, Chrissy! Come on now, Chrissy.
He does a good
Okay,
good
thank
scream
you,
too.
Marco.
does a
Who are we
good
talking
scream.
about?
He does a good one.
We're talking about the character.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Eddie?
Yeah,
I love.
He does a good one.
yeah.
Hi,
Because
Eddie.
it's literally like it's
I
a
don't
genuine
like
it's a
this.
genuine
Chrissy,
like
wake up.
you're literally like
No,
imagine
they like
seeing that.
zoom in on his face, and there's
Yeah.
genuine fear. On it.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
It's so good.
Have you seen it? Have you
He doesn't
seen
have
the
TikTok.
sound? Oh, you don't have TikTok?
No, I don't have TikTok. No.
We're gonna take a pause.
You're gonna be like, wow, you guys saying that so accurate. Spoilers for anyone that hasn't seen Stranger Things.
Was it like first couple episodes?
Yeah, it's literally like the second episode. I'll start from the beginning.
Wow.
Starts off with "Wake up,
Oh, there we go.
I don't like this."
Why do I feel like this is something that Brennan Urie would definitely do?
I think he's weird like that. Chrissy, wake up. His face at the end where he's just the genuine fear.
This is such a
Yeah,
good
but
script.
that's my favorite part though. Is literally like, they don't even have it when he screams and belts
They
out
have it at
that
the end.
beautiful. No,
But-
you don't hear it.
Oh, you don't hear
Oh
it.
no,
Yeah,
the scream was nice.
Yeah, the scream is like I love a good scream, which is
No,
probably
yeah.
why I enjoyed Courage the Cowardly Dog so much. There's
And Tom and Jerry.
Tom and Jerry. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Muriel. Oh,
I
yeah.
like his laugh. I can never get that out of my head.
Yeah. So all right, cool. So we got.
Thanks for that
we got
tangent,
Bog.
Marco.
We got B. Dennis, Connie,
Got-
Captain Boggy is Premier Zachary. Okay.
That's
Next up, we've got Kyron.
Okay, Kyron.
What's up, Kyron?
Kyron says, I'd be Onyan Capone. Besides me obviously being black, I think he's just a chill character with a neutral standpoint on the whole situation.
Okay.
Yeah, Onyo Capone is. Yeah.
He's
an
super
interesting
laid back.
character.
He's just like,
He is. And I feel like he gets a bad rap because of who he's kind of associated
Yeah,
with.
not like
because
he
of his affiliation, whatever
Yeah.
that is.
it's not like he like really, I feel like he didn't understand the whole.
No, they just kind of told him details so that he can continue on with whatever it is
They
the plan
told him what
is,
they
right?
wanted him to hear.
Yeah. He would be an awesome character to play.
Mhm.
It's just too bad that he literally arrived so late into
I
the
know.
anime. So that's a bummer. But
Chris-
yeah, all right. So
Now I'm curious. Can I get my hair to do the thing that his does?
I don't know who you're trying to be.
Who's?
Your live action.
My live action.
So you're choosing that. You
I
know
already
you're
know who I'm
choosing.
gonna be.
Okay.
I looked it up.
I looked it up.
All right.
I can't see my hair well enough.
see
to have-
So watching this episode that we're going to discuss, Lex, there is a moment too where a certain character comes up and it is Ymir, and I'm like, damn, I could totally see you transforming yourself, becoming that character.
I thought the same exact thing when I saw
And-
that scene.
If I had time to do my hair,
Obviously, I feel like I
do it.
could
I could nail it. But
resemble her, obviously, just by
There is a
height
resemblance.
and brunette and freckles.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
it's just I'm not naturally like bitchy like that, but I can be. That's the difference.
Okay.
So, I'll be
No,
the
I
kind
don't
of,
want to give you my glasses.
I'll be the kind of
Who are you going to be?
like super bubbly.
who has round glasses?
Other than Zeke,
Risha.
I don't want to be Zeke.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
There, those are the Zeke glasses. Yeah, those are definitely more Zeke glasses than anything.
Because Zeke has like the.
We would just have
glasses.
to
Okay, but
age-
here's the
age
thing
you
though,
up.
my friend, can you grow out a beard as
up.
graceful
Can you
as
do that
that?
naked scene where you crawl out of?
I literally.
He's like, that's what I wanted to do.
That's why I want to play him.
I literally have that picture. And that's the first thing I thought of. I was like, hold up. It's
Zeke
the,
ass.
It's the Mappaverse.
Oh my gosh. You would be so hyped up for that scene too. That would be one of those where it's like, hey, the
Crawls
build
out
up,
of
the
the
build up, here we are, we're in season 4, guys, and then all of a sudden, continue on filming. And like, all right, they tell Zach, so tomorrow we're gonna be doing the scene. What scene?
Oh, I've seen this.
We're gonna be doing the scene
Yeah.
where you come back, where Zeke comes back.
Yeah,
Are you ready
crawls out of the
to
belly.
go ahead and do it? And then you would be absolutely excited to do
Yeah.
that scene.
I would be so
They
hyped.
crawl out of this fake giant belly.
Yeah.
Yeah, the difference between Wit and Mappa.
I
definitely.
love it. I love Mappa.
Wit did a really good job too. I love Wit. It's just that Mappa is more. They're a little brave.
I like these.
All right. Well,
Are these prescription or are these just?
they are what's the UV light type thing, whatever that
Oh,
that
okay,
is
like
all
the
about.
blue light?
But,
I like
yeah,
them.
but yeah.
Chrissy,
got
wake
that.
up. Chrissy, wake up.
I'm gonna ask you, Lex, because I asked Marco
Okay.
who Marco would go ahead and cast himself as in live action.
Okay.
Obviously Marco. He mentioned Marco would be a cool one.
Yeah.
Who would you
Just be
cast?
called by his name. Who would
Marco
I cast
as.
Marco as?
Yeah.
Ooh. I feel like I already answered this.
Did you?
Because I said like all I was thinking about was the hair, and I said season 4 Aaron, but I said that he's too nice.
Yeah, because I remember I mentioned that too.
Because
Where I told him
yeah,
based
you
off
said
of
that
appearance.
because you
Yeah.
saw a photo of him, and you were
Yeah.
like, yeah, off of resemblance, season 4 Aaron.
Yeah.
Because he does resemble season 4 Aaron. but okay, I gotta get the hair is too prominent. I gotta like imagine.
Well, this
him,
is
with
like
short hair.
Stranger Things here, where it's literally part of the criteria is that you have to change your appearance.
Okay.
So take that away from it. Sorry, Marco. If you get casted, you're gonna have to change your hair.
I know, Marco. If you get casted.
Whereas with me, I just have to straighten my hair. Give it a little.
Yeah,
give it a little cut.
I would just have to like get rid of the
how
mullet.
Zeke has that little middle part. That's what I had yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, because like I didn't do anything with it. I was just like whatever, and it just naturally had that. And I was like,
when I saw you parting your hair, I was like, so he is gonna be Niccolo.
That's what I thought
it's
too.
The same hair.
Yeah.
They have the
no,
same hair.
Zeke has the center part.
Yeah, so does Niccolo.
Does it really? Is it center? I thought Niccolo's was a little different.
So I think Niccolo's is slightly different.
Oh. Because his ends in like a curl.
Flares, yeah, it flares out
he has
more.
a curl. Niccolo has a curl.
Whereas
to
with
his
Zeke,
hair.
I think his
Okay,
Zeke's more
so
straight.
I have very similar hair to Niccolo's.
Yeah.
Niccolo's isn't like a dead center. Niccolo's is kind of like a
Okay.
Oh,
quarter.
but his is like curlier, right?
His
or it's like
waves.
waves.
It's
Yeah, his has
so
waves.
mine naturally does that.
Oh, okay.
But I could easily get the
Marco.
Zeke one too.
Okay.
But Zeke would just be more fun to play because he gets to.
Yeah, it would be. And then
But-
talking about also with Lexi, and if she were to be casted as Ymir, then she would go through the mocap process of having her appearance
that would be
as
so
the Titan. So
much
you would also.
I would
Tiny
love
gremlin
to be
Titan.
this little
So that means
goblin
that
running around
you would
covered
have
in these little
somewhat-
white balls.
You would have somewhat of your likeness
I'd be
into
a
this
big
beast
naked monkey man.
Titan. Yeah. So that'd be pretty cool. Just like with me, I'd have my likeness over in
You
this
have to make
big
a
old
gut that
freaking.
still have abs.
Yeah, I would also have an ab gut too.
Yeah,
for
ab gut.
my attack
Oh,
Air
type.
yeah.
high five for the ab guts.
Gremlin.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to think about what I would cast Marco as.
Chrissy, wake up.
I like the idea of him being Marco.
Yeah, I think Marco is good.
All right. So
Head for the whole episode.
I know that's.
I think it's your turn, Lex. Let's get into some of the poll results.
All right.
Oh, we haven't done that yet.
So
Mm-mm.
last week, according to because of the OVA we had, we asked
Yeah.
you guys which character has the biggest heart in AOT because we discussed
Another
the
thing that
whole-
Marco kind of enlightened
Yeah,
us
this
on.
was the
yeah.
topic that Marco brought up. Yeah.
Yeah. Captain
because-
Levi.
Yeah, we discussed Marco's statement saying that Captain Levi has the biggest heart in all of AOT.
Mhm.
And we kind of discussed the evidence behind that and how he's so unselfish, but still like has that commander role. And you want to hear about it, go watch the last episode. We really dove deep into that.
Yeah, we did.
So we asked what your guys' opinion was and which character has the biggest heart in AOT because Marco's statement was that Captain Levi has the biggest heart out of all the soldiers. And we're in this room watching too. Oh, there's 4 people with them.
Cool.
Okay. Or 3 people with him. But because Marco's statement was that Captain Levi has the biggest heart out of all of the soldiers, out of like anyone in the military,
Yeah.
which we talked about. But we didn't talk about him having the biggest heart in all of AOT, like all of the characters. So we asked you guys and we provided the 4 options that we feel like were the closest. So the options are Captain Levi, Hanji, Armin, and Krista.
Mhm.
So according to Spotify, the results are, I'll start from the bottom and I'll go up.
Hopefully it counts for mine because I know with mine there was a tie.
Yeah, I refreshed it.
Okay, cool.
Like spoilers. No, I'm kidding. Now we know there's a tie. Kidding, I'm literally about to say it.
Sorry.
So I'll start from the lowest and I'll go up. So Hanji has 0% votes.
Wow.
Yeah, no one votes
No
for
love
Hanji.
for
Bro, she was
Hanji.
about to drop the freaking priest off the. No. She was ready
For
to
the
drop
love
the
of
priest.
humanity.
She was like, poor choice of words.
Yeah, very poor choice of words.
yeah.
That's ridiculous. Let me go.
Let her go.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I had in mind. All right, and then the next up is we have season 2. We didn't say she had a big heart for herself. We
Yeah.
said she had a big heart for everyone else.
Yeah. That was a big
Selflessness.
season 2 is a big Krista season.
Yeah. Anyway, next up,
Damn, he came after her.
I'm like imagining him saying it too. Okay. Next up, we have Captain Levi with 14%.
14%?
Yeah.
Wow.
After all of our like evidence from last episode.
After everything that Levi has to literally do,
Yeah.
you know,
and
being
has
in this
done.
captain role, right, and stuff, and everything that he has experienced and all that, right, and like he is the person going home to home, giving
Yeah.
the family whatever is kind of like.
Not only that, he has to console his soldiers too that go up to him and are like, you have no heart. Why would you let them
Yeah,
die?"
an
Like,
example obviously was with Dieter, right? Dieter going after his friend Ivan, right? We know how that all played out, and then what does Levi do? He goes and he gives the Wings of Freedom patch that's not even Ivan's. We
Yeah.
know it's not Ivan's, and
he
it
tells him it is, makes him feel better.
it's pretty much like the assumption is that that patch belonged to Petra.
Yeah, I still
Right.
firmly believe it was Petra's.
I do too.
I'm pretty sure it is.
So
So as
14%,
Zach mentioned,
wow.
we have a tie for first.
really,
Is Armin and Krista.
Yeah.
43%.
43%.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Okay.
And then for so I'll talk about the Instagram ones and then I want to hear what you guys voted.
Okay. I want to hear how you guys voted as well.
So then we went to Instagram. And again, I'll start from the bottom up. Which character has the biggest heart in AOT? Again, Hanji is at the lowest with 12%.
No love for Hanji.
Then we have, again, Captain Levi is the next one up at 15%.
15%?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then we have Armin at 29 and then Krista first at 44.
Okay. Wow.
So
Damn.
interesting.
You, I don't know. You did that. You did, first you did like a, that's right. So
Yeah.
you changed it to a, damn.
Yeah.
So leads me to believe, I think I know how
I think
Zach
we know
voted.
how he voted.
I think you guys are wrong. Go ahead and get.
Well, I'm thinking you voted for Krista because of it. Because when they said she was the winner, you're like, you did that at first.
Yeah, you seem kind of proud.
You're
I
like,
voted for Krista.
you did.
Yeah.
Huh? You did.
Yeah, I voted
Yeah.
for Krista.
Okay.
I had to.
All right.
Tell
me why.
Even though what Marco says is completely true.
Yeah.
I just relate, bro. I think I've got a very big heart,
Mm-hmm.
and I very much relate to Krista. It's like everything is about everyone else, and them.
Especially season 1, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like she is
Oh, I just told
nothing.
my arm
She's
blocks your camera for a second.
Krista in season 1 is nothing but selfless. Like
Mhm.
Yeah.
every situation I feel like that she's in there, she's always looking out for whoever is there with her.
Like it's painfully obvious that she's looking after everyone else, which bothers Ymir. Because it's
Yeah.
like, you need to stop risking your life to help these other people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's not even just that; it's the little things too. Like Krista does a bunch of little things where it's just
Mhm.
like she's just showing that she cares more about that person than she does herself.
Yeah.
Which, given it,
Very
she should
selfless.
care about herself as well, obviously, but she puts others before herself.
Mm-hmm. Okay. How'd you vote, Lex?
I voted the same way that I pleaded the case last episode. I voted for Captain Levi.
Captain Levi.
Yeah.
Okay.
After all the evidence that we reviewed, I was like, there's no competition.
Okay. Interesting.
That's just
Armin?
my opinion.
To my guess.
Yeah, that's a good guess. I did. I
That's
voted
what
for
I
my
guess,
guy.
because it's right.
I did it
That's a good
for-
guess.
Yeah.
You were correct.
Yeah. I voted for my guy Armin because I feel like he also will go to the extent of trying to. He looks out for everybody in terms of like whatever the safest potential route is, right? With the exception of his weird stint that he had, where he's like, in order to kill them, you have to become them, right? Right,
Yeah.
and stuff. And
The kill
but I think
monster,
that as we
kill monster.
as we see in his development, right, he doesn't want to be the monster that he is.
I
And-
just have one counter argument for Armin.
Okay, what is it?
He's a friggin' nuke.
Yeah, I know.
Season 4. nuke.
But the thing is, with
but he still
that,
has a big heart.
how many times have we seen him become this nuke?
Maybe like
But
Why?
why did he do it?
Well, he
Tell me,
did
why
it.
did he do it?
Well, he
His
did it.
friends.
He did it for the sake of like looking out
Family.
for his kind of family, his circle, and stuff like that, right? And for retrieving who
Wasn't
he
very
believes
happy
is
about it.
one of his best friends. And come to find out that, like, I mean, we know how that all played out.
That's why there's like that whole theory that why Armin's Colossal Titan, in comparison to Berthold's Colossal Titan, Armin's Colossal doesn't have ears, like how Berthold's
Oh, okay,
does.
that's an interesting detail.
And it's the theory that
Oh,
the reason
literally!
why
Whoa, same track
oh
here.
my god!
What is going
yeah,
on here?
Yeah, same thing. Wow, you took my flow, Mark. I'm kidding.
Oh my God.
But yeah, it doesn't have the theory is that the reason why Armin's Colossal doesn't have ears is because he doesn't want to hear the screams of the people dying when he transforms.
Okay.
Because
Wow.
he can't take it.
You know what? That Colossal Titan has a big colossal heart.
Yeah. they don't have hearts. But he has a big heart in theory. But he's so regretful.
It's not like he's transforming into this Titan, like so many times. That is like the only time I've seen him transform into that
Give
Titan.
me a similar instance for Krista.
So that in terms of Krista, it's different because she now doesn't. First of all, she's not a Titan, so that's not that issue.
I'm just saying, like in terms of like putting the lives of others over.
Okay, but now the thing is too is it's now where she's at currently. It's putting the life of Krista kind of above everything, which we know she's not Krista anymore. So like she's obviously like the queen, and I think for her character, not saying that she isn't a carrying character because she's always going to be a carrying character, no doubt. Like there's no argument there. I just think that in terms of strategy wise, I feel like now she's a little more selfish. I feel like, she's definitely more of a fighter now than, than she ever was and stuff. She's she's confident in herself now, knowing really where she essentially came from, her family and stuff, and we know how, just the despair that she had to go through. And then her father being the asshole that he is. That's another terrible father that we could have mentioned as far as one of the worst fathers is freaking Rod Rice, literally transforming all of his descendants, all of his kids into, founding Titans. And I just feel like now that she's more inclined to I feel like she'd be more inclined to do the more difficult task and which would involve maybe killing people and stuff like that for the sake of, looking out for her kingdom, so to speak, or whatever, Again, this is all just like, speculation because it doesn't happen, which we don't even see a whole lot of her in season 4.
Yeah, I was going to say
she's pregnant.
Yeah. She's somewhere being pregnant.
Yeah.
I feel like you can't really compare the two in terms of like kindness by using like the evidence of like, like
the Titan.
He's a Titan
because he didn't really have a choice.
Like, that's what I was gonna say. Like he didn't choose to be this Titan. He literally gave his life to try to destroy this other.
Yeah, for the sake of taking down the Colossal Titan, he knew that he had to risk his own life in order for Eren to get the jump on him.
His own friends and everything. He literally risked his life to do it, and his friends being understanding how caring and smart, Armin is.
Yeah.
They were like, okay, well, we need to bring him back. Wasn't his choice to come back. He didn't ask to come back
and
be turned into a Titan.
Now he's under the impression that he shouldn't have come back.
Yeah, exactly. Which just shows
because what's the thought process always in his mind now in season 4 as we see like
shouldn't have been.
What would Commander Irvin do?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
Type thing, right?
And it's different killing people by your transformation as a colossal versus killing people as, let's say, any other Titan power.
Can you imagine
you would
being
have to
a jaw
actively
Titan?
Go out.
Imagine being a jaw Titan.
What I was imagining.
Like you would
have to actively on purpose target these individuals to kill them in these specific methods. Armin just transforms. I have to be the distraction. I know what I have to do. And after he transforms, you could see as a colossal Titan how regretful he is of all these deaths that he caused.
Well, my thing too is
because he's a nuke.
Berthold wasn't a nuke when he transformed outside of the walls.
Yeah.
So Armin could, if he wanted to be a distraction, Armin could have just and then kicked the port around and made sure no one died. Just kick some ships around.
Okay, but here's the thing though is
do we know that or do we know that because like Berthold's Titan like was able to like disappear from thin air and everything, and again we never got an explanation for that. And then Armin, I feel like he doesn't have as much control over that Titan as Berthold did, because Berthold trained with it. Armin just woke up and was a Titan.
Well, we know that Berthold does have the ability to do it because we see it when he's training.
We know he can do it.
Training. So
what I'm saying is, does Armin have the ability to not be a nuke?
I don't know. I don't think he does. Maybe he doesn't have that ability because he hasn't necessarily trained and learned
how to control as a colossal.
Yeah. So that could be another thing, where he just hasn't learned to control his power to the point where it's transform by maintaining your kind of like,
that he
energy
wants
or whatever.
to train
Armin's a
to
smart
fight.
guy. He's near the port. Drop me.
The only thing that I can think about, or I could say I can think of, is that he knew that it had to be done to ensure that there were going to be no casualties on his side. Because if he doesn't do that, and say there's a couple strays that are able to make it,
That's true.
who's to say that they're not going to be a reason why one of your scouts die?
Yeah.
You know?
True.
So
Yes, I don't know.
that's the only thing that that's the only
Yes.
case that I can.
It's just I get to the
argue.
point where it's like they're doing all of this for one life.
Mhm. Yeah.
They're doing all of this for
The
Aaron.
for the what do they refer to him as, the humanity's last hope?
Yeah,
right?
humanity's last hope. Yeah.
And when it has been shown time and time again, especially in that chain of events right there,
Mhm.
that humanity's last hope can damn well do his own thing and be fine. He could have gotten out of there all by his lonesome and been fine.
Yeah, I think it's you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. Because if they don't, and they're not there, and say, you know,
These people die.
somebody was able to acquire that ability from Aaron, and Aaron's dead, then I think you're. But I'm not gonna say you're in a worse situation, because we know the rumbling is pretty much as worse as you can get.
But you couldn't have
I think
predicted
now they know damn well that Island of Parody, they're not safe.
Mhm.
that. Yeah.
So then that's why it would, they had to do what they had to do
Because I
to
think
save
their
Aaron.
whole way of thinking was like, oh, Aaron wrote to us. Like, he still is Aaron. Like, Aaron's still in there. And he is, like, I understand that this moment is going to
That's
be,
true.
it's like
Aaron
all
did
it's
call
like,
for them.
Yeah. So they're probably thinking, like, Aaron's still Aaron. This is still our last hope to save humanity. Obviously, there's been so many examples in Attack on Titan where these battles are like, oh my gosh, look at all these casualties. You're saying this is good for humanity? It's like, this right now, like this, I would rather have this moment of casualties than to not fight and then end up just having all of humanity die.
Yeah.
Like, it is for the better of humanity. That's why there had to be all of those casualties when they got to Marley and everything, because they thought, oh, if we take Aaron, do anything we can to get Aaron back, and he can save humanity. Obviously, they did not know, because all they got was a letter from him. You can't perceive tone from text.
I would say, though, in Armin's defense, I want to believe that he went through every and any
like conclusion. He jumped to every conclusion.
other way to go about that situation.
Like strategizing in any other way that
my brain just
limit
says there could have been another way to go about it without civilian casualty, at least.
Okay.
Like, if
that's
they're
a good
going
point.
via airship, drop him underneath the airship, and he can just over the ocean
Yeah, I think that's a valid
and
point.
just take the port that way.
Yeah.
Because their main issue, for what I remember, is it was the port.
Yeah.
That's what they wanted taken care of. Drop him in the bay, let him wreak havoc in the port, and do it that way where there's less civilian casualties.
Yeah, less casualties. Yeah, that's a great point. And like I said, I don't.
And I know for a damn fact, if I could think of it, Armin could have thought of it.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like I said, the only argument that I have against that is that he knew that in order to take him out in one swipe and prevent any of his soldiers or his friends from dying, then that's how he would go about it. It's just one transformation, and that's it. And that way, like you said, Lex, being a Titan and have to literally like make the conscious effort of trying to kill something. I think with Armin, he knew that if he just transformed and everybody's wiped out, he didn't have to essentially physically
it's easier if it's just
kill, even though he did physically kill them, with one transformation.
Yeah, with his
nuke transformation.
He understands, but
there's a lot of power to have for somebody who has a caring heart, which is why he was one of the options, right? And that is, we talked about it, how that is the worst Titan for Armin to have.
Yes.
Yeah.
Should have given him
we joked
the
armored Titan.
else.
What we joke too is that the armored would be a good one, but
Warhammer.
He would be a good defensive.
Yeah,
armored,
he'd
but
be really good at protecting.
I don't know why I thought that, if Armin were to essentially be assigned a Titan based off of him as a person, that it would probably be like a cart or something.
Yeah,
I could see him being Warhammer.
Yeah, I
Warhammer.
could definitely see him being cart.
Because he's smart and he knows how to efficiently use it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Armin is Warhammer.
That would be
OP.
because he could go full defensive with it and still.
He wouldn't just get unplugged and die. He's smarter than that.
That would be cool. But definitely Colossal was the worst Titan for him to have inherited. But unfortunately.
But AOT is just so good at that, aren't they?
Also, too,
You're dealt.
if Armin does not become the Colossal, I mean, he doesn't feel the way he does about Annie,
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
Maybe that's a good thing.
Yeah, because the only reason why that happens is because of the memories that he acquired from Birdie.
Birdie.
Yeah.
Birdie.
Yeah. Which introverted Birdie was just like, wait, what? No, I don't. You mean the way I look at her? No. And Ryan is just like, dude, just go tell her you like her. Like, we don't know how long we have. You know?
Yeah.
We know that this one's Birdie because he has ears.
Yeah, that one's definitely Birdie.
I'm hearing too.
All right.
Yeah.
So
He's got his ears pierced.
very interesting that Hanji did not get much love.
Yeah.
But she's another
She
character.
loves Titans more than people.
Yeah, but I think that in terms of the heart, I mean, it's like she does everything she can to look out for her own, I think.
I feel like
At
that
this point.
came into fruition after she became commander.
Yeah. With that now added responsibility.
Yeah. I feel like it came with the responsibility. Going back to what we said last time I was here, it was more the responsibility that caused her to change, not like the title caused her to change to it. That's why I think Mike would have been a better fit. Because he wouldn't have had to change to that. He would have already had the same.
Yeah, it would have just kind of been an easy
Ideals.
transition, you know, for him instead of with Hanji. Like, she does have to really change a lot about herself because of how reckless she can be.
Yeah, she needs to definitely adapt to that role.
Yeah. So
Okay, we've been going on for
good.
an hour.
So
We've been doing this for an hour now.
very quickly before we get into the episode, though, is there any other character you guys would potentially go and add to that multiple choice? Anybody that you have in
I
mind?
kind of just like spat out Marco just for like, he's really nice.
Yeah.
But we didn't get much of him, so it's not like we can say
Unfortunately,
much
yeah.
evidence of it.
But he's still very much impactful because of, you know, we know how
the character development.
Yeah, his death impacted, you know, a lot of characters. Specifically, we know Jean, right? But also, I mean, it's just
Carla
would be another character too. I don't know why, but I mean, it's just probably because of the outcome of this character. But like, maybe you could throw in as a kind of fringe character with Moblet because of how he
just
literally
wants to have it
risks
change
his
for the
life.
better. Yeah.
Literally risks his life to save
that's a good one. I like
his
that.
section commander.
Ymir.
No, yeah, Ymir is probably one
Aaron.
of the worst.
Reiner.
Yeah, Reiner, yeah.
Oh gosh.
Half of
Annie.
Reiner, maybe.
Yeah, maybe the one bipolar half.
Yeah. Gabi.
Hobby.
Falco, maybe.
They're all devils.
Falco.
Falco, in terms of like the other perspective, you know.
There's always like a yin and yang.
Yeah.
Where it's like, quick, go babysit that demon.
Zeke.
Yeah, Zeke, definitely.
Oh gosh. Yeah, Zeke.
Oh, my bad. Chris Sabat.
Oh yeah,
Sabat.
freaking Captain Kits.
Captain Kids, baby.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's other characters, but they're kind of like smaller roles where you're like, okay, you know, they're in terms of their heart and stuff like that. Because maybe even Petra, who knows?
Hannes.
Hannes. When he's not boozing up.
Yeah, I mean, his developed Hannes.
Pastor Nick.
Hell
No.
Dude, bro didn't even care that his whole congregation literally got sat on.
No.
Like, yeah, he
Got sat on.
Best way
He's
to
probably
go
thinking
out.
they died doing what they loved.
I'm telling you, dude.
They went a good way out.
Freaking Commander Pixis is like literally finding out that's how they went out. Wait, what?
No.
Damn it.
Dang it, dude.
Lucky bastards.
Especially in comparison to how he went out.
Oh,
Stop.
bad. The last look we get of him.
Bad.
All right.
That
So,
shit
All right, let's get into the episode.
thank you guys for the poll results. Everybody have voted and for all the responses. And
And for the
thank
Q&A.
you, my friends,
Thank you guys.
for telling us the information here.
You're welcome.
Cool. All right. So let's get into this episode. I know Lexi's been excited about this episode.
Yeah.
Cool. Your auntie?
You're an aunt. You're an auntie.
He's dead.
You killed your friend.
All
Maybe
right.
you would be good at playing Zeke. Look, I made a friend. Kills him immediately.
He's dead now.
Yeah, like literally after he names them. All right, and just
I literally go, Auntie?
all right, here we go. Let's talk about this episode. You said we're already an hour in.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So again, this is going to be our finishing of our conclusion of our discussion here on season 2, episode 2. I'm home. All right, so we continue this episode with a young girl staring, frozen in fear, as her mom is she's being eaten alive in front of her. Except now, we hear somebody hacking away at that Titan over and over and over again with such malice and anger. We see blood splatter up in the air with every strike against the Titan. We hear Sasha grunting with every heavy strike attempt. We get a look at this character, the little girl, at her mother, as she is barely holding on to her life, tired of the torture being done to her by this Titan. We now see Sasha with an axe in hand, striking the nape of this Titan over and over again. Steam is released because of the damage being done, and Sasha, she tells herself,
"Shit, if I don't cut it off, it'll just keep healing."
And then we see Sasha getting more chaotic with every axe swing, panicking to try to penetrate the nape before it can heal. But then Sasha loses grip of the axe as it flies behind her, getting stuck to the ceiling. Sasha hollers in fear and slowly begins to step away from the Titan. Sasha, she looks at the little girl and then whispers,
"Oh no."
Then Sasha, she turns to look at the Titan again and now begins to walk in its direction. We see Sasha walking towards the mother as the mother is gasping with every struggled breath. The mother makes eye contact with Sasha, and Sasha whispers to her,
"I'm so sorry. Forgive me."
Sasha now walks away and now walks towards the little girl. And as the little girl looks up at Sasha with her blank stare, then we see Sasha running out of the home with the young girl in hand. As they both run away, we get another look of the mother inside of the home, looking up as her daughter escapes. The mother then rests her head onto the floor, now finally able to let go in peace as this Titan still eats her corpse. The Titan actually stops, and now the Titan has turned its attention to Sasha and the young girl. We return to Sasha running outside as she asks the little girl,
"You got a name, sweetie?"
and the little girl running alongside Sasha just continues to stare with her numb, blank stare. She's able to make it to her horse and reassures the young girl.
"I know you're scared, but it'll be okay."
And then the little girl, she's now finally able to speak by asking,
"What will?"
And then Sasha looks back at the girl, stumbling with her words.
Actually,
And then Sasha, she quickly turns her attention to her horse.
Easy now, easy.
And then Sasha, she now focuses on the girl again.
Right, so the thing is, I'm gonna take you...
And then Sasha stops. She turns around to notice that her horse has now fled. Sasha, with panicking tears in her eyes. Oh. So Sasha, she screams out in panic as her horse runs off in the distance. Sasha, she screams out at her horse.
"You do this now? Really? Wait for us!"
And then Sasha, with panicking tears in her eyes, there we go, begins whistling for her horse to return. With no luck, Sasha, she turns her attention to the young girl again and tells her,
"Okay, no need to worry. Understand? He'll be right back, I promise."
And then Sasha begins to attempt to whistle again. The little girl asks Sasha,
"How come you're talking so nice to me?"
And before Sasha can let out one whistle, she stops and turns to the little girl, confused at her question. But then we hear a small rumbling as we now see the Titan exiting the little girl's home. Sasha, she shrieks in fear and begins to look all around her to see what her options are in this moment. Sasha notices and grabs a bow and some arrows, and warns the young girl.
"We need to run!"
And then Sasha, after grabbing her weapon, grabs the little girl's hand and begins running away before the Titan could get any closer. All right.
Heavy scene to start out with.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
I mean, I talked about in the last episode
Yeah,
we did when we
before the
actually
OVA.
covered this.
the
yeah,
last
before
episode that Zach was here with us. Yeah.
where I talked about how I feel like this is the most disturbing moment in AOT.
We know
Like,
it
just-
was one of them because it was on the
It was
top
on
10
that
list. Yeah.
that we talked about in the OVA. And I just wanted to add that the mother is not screaming in pain. She's not yelling at the little girl to run because she's barely using all of her energy as much as she can to hang on to life, to probably see if her daughter survives or not. And although she is obviously in so much pain,
Yeah.
and Sasha isn't able to kill to like hack away at that nape with that axe and everything, and I'm sure that obviously, you know, her saying I'm so sorry, like, and then grabbing her daughter and running, I would like to think that the mother felt some sort of relief and now is allowing herself to die.
That's how I, took this scene where as soon as she sees that Sasha has her daughter and they're escaping.
Because she watches the whole thing.
That's the thing where you see the mom literally kind of like, using energy to like lift up her head. As soon as she sees that they escape, she kind of just like rests and she kind of like almost like she just at that moment
she just accepted it because now she knows that her daughter is safe.
I mean, I think she's also trying to remain calm too, because if she freaks out, maybe the Titan will like flip out and then just.
Yeah, that's a good point too.
She freaks out, daughter freaks out, Titan gets daughter.
Yeah, because she could easily be screaming in pain and screaming at her daughter like, "Run! Why are you standing there? Run!"
Yeah,
but she knows that
she probably doesn't have enough energy for that, anyways.
Well, one, probably doesn't have enough energy, and two, she knows that if the daughter freaks out, Titan's probably going to be like, well, that's more lively than this one, so I'm going to go get that one.
Yeah, that's true. It turns the tension.
Because isn't that whole, like, they're just in it for the kill because they don't get any nutritional value for it?
They just spit it all back up whole.
So it's like it would be more enticing to go for the kill if the thing you're killing is more lively.
Yeah, which I think too is another reason why the Titan stops for a moment to kind of like look at Sasha and the character little girl, which we know her name, we'll say it, but in terms of this episode they don't say we're not necessarily introduced her to the character in there, but her name's Kaya, which you find out later on. But yes, as soon as they escape, the Titan literally kind of stops eating and just like very kind of like just turns. But also this Titan too is, I don't know if it was just rapidly healing its nape or the fact that Sasha was probably just very terrified in that moment. Like she was trying
and she didn't bring that axe with her. She probably found it. It was probably some blunt axe too, not very sharp, and she's just doing all that she can to try to hack away at that nape.
One thing too is, have you guys ever tried to chop wood?
No. So probably
one thing with an axe is if you go and chop down, you have to it takes some time. If you get it good enough in it, you have to take some time to kind of.
Oh, okay. So then to go ahead, I gotcha. It'll
sometimes it gets wedged in, and you have to really, especially if you're doing it I'm assuming there's some sort of bone structure in the nape. If you go for the nape and it gets stuck in the bone, then you're gonna have to kind of take some time to pull it out.
And just think about all the effort that's taking while she's in a panic, and it's just not.
I think the fact that literally she realizes that it's not working, she's not killing this thing, it's just healing itself, that she starts panicking even more, and that's what causes her to just kind of whoa.
Do you think it's healing faster because it's a smaller Titan?
That's good.
There's less surface area to heal.
It could be because it's eating.
Yeah, but we don't know that because we already got told that eating doesn't provide any nutritional value for them.
Well, no, I'm not saying from that sense. I'm saying, there has to be something that they get from it. Because what have I seen where?
Because the only thing we've seen about them getting anything out of anything is sunlight.
Yeah. I don't know.
We haven't seen them get necessarily anything from food.
I think what Sasha should have done is she should have taken the axe and tried to slice with the sharp edge rather than
because she obviously we know she has the strength to use her swords and slice these giant napes,
which we know that she's not in uniform.
She doesn't have those swords with her that are obviously very sharp, but she has the strength to do that. But it's obviously very different when it's just an 8-foot Titan that you have this blunt axe and you're in a panic, and it's different because you don't really train for this.
Maybe with it being smaller, it's more kind of dense, and I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. That's what I was thinking. Maybe its size had something to do with its healing properties.
I don't know.
It's just more durable.
Because we know too is in terms of having to heal itself, with the colossal, think about as big as that, when it exerts a lot of energy, it the Titan starts to essentially kind of
wither away.
Yeah. So maybe because of it being smaller. I don't know.
Interesting.
I mean, it took a lot for the freaking tiny little bug-eyed one to die because he literally squeezed the crap out of that thing's head.
Yeah.
It didn't die. It started kind of smoking and started trying to heal itself.
Yeah.
So maybe
little bug-eyed one.
Yeah. Little crazy little creature. But yeah, definitely a disturbing moment for sure.
Made me so uncomfortable the first time I watched it.
Yeah, me too.
It made me extremely uncomfortable.
It's just really hard to watch. Bro, and Sasha's horse, bruh. You're gonna run away at a time like this?
That's true. That thing said peace. It stood there for everything. The ass,
I know.
the getting the girl, and then it was just
Her
like
finally running
right
over
later.
with the girl.
That was funny.
Trying to get the fan to osculate, but it's like just wants to focus on me.
Oh, I'm fine.
Just you.
Turn. Oh, well, tried.
Today on Fans with AJ.
All right. So let's continue on now.
Sir, yes, sir.
So now as Sasha and the young girl run to try to escape from the Titan, Sasha, she tells the young girl.
It's all gonna be okay.
And then we see the Titan just still trailing and following slowly. The little girl now tells Sasha.
No, it won't. Everyone's already gone. The whole village. Even though Mama's legs were bad, they knew. And none of them came to help her. All I could do was watch.
We see Sasha listening and struggling to process this information. But then suddenly both Sasha and the young girl are stopped in their tracks. They stop because they notice that the drawbridge is not down. They run to the end of the first half of the bridge, and then we see Sasha. She throws her weapon onto the second bridge and now lifts up the young girl to get her safely onto the other half of the bridge. Sasha, she's able to get the girl safely onto the other side, but Sasha, she takes a look behind her. Sasha screams as she notices a Titan closely behind her. Then suddenly there's a crash as the bridge underneath Sasha begins to crumble. Sasha, she quickly climbs and jumps onto the other side of the bridge. The Titan steps onto the collapsing bridge, but is able to hold on to the other side of the bridge before falling into the water. As Sasha and the young girl run away from the Titan again, Sasha, she tells the girl,
Don't look back. Just keep running.
and behind them, we see the Titan climbing onto the other side of the bridge. Sasha, she takes another look behind her and whispers,
It's gonna be okay.
okay. I felt like in this moment too, there's certain things Sasha's saying, she's almost like trying to convince herself.
No, I see
she's
that.
definitely saying this to herself and
Well,
is
'cause if she
like,
was talking
I'm
to
just
the
going to
girl,
speak
she'd
out
be
loud.
saying it out loud, but instead of saying it like out loud and with her chest, she's kind of whispering. It's like it's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Like she's mainly saying it to herself to be like, it's gonna
Reassuring
I'm gonna take care of-
herself.
I'm gonna save
Deep
this
breaths.
girl. Everything's gonna be okay.
Make logical decisions, deep breaths.
Yeah, I don't there's a lot happening here when you have your horse, right, that wants to run away from you, and then, you know, the fact that their drawbridge is now like it's not connected.
Everything's just not going the
Yeah,
right way.
so you're having all these different kind of obstacles now, and then this mini Titan, well, not mini, this 8-foot Titan is doing the kind of like Friday the 13th Jason approach, where it's just like walking slow, but it doesn't matter how
It's
slow it
so
walks. It's
ominous,
just still
yeah.
going to be right there. you
Yeah,
know?
it does not matter the speed.
Yeah. And also too, another thing, like literally the floor, like the bridge, like the actual like floorboards or whatever, like the wood underneath Sasha starts to break. Like, you kidding me? Like,
Everything is going wrong.
It's just not going her way.
yeah.
It's just the most stressful situation you could ever be in.
Yeah, definitely.
That's why I don't doubt that when she says it's all gonna be okay, she's definitely talking to her.
Yeah, but let's talk about this, you know, this perception that this little girl Kaya has. Like, she's literally like, no, it's not going to be okay.
Yeah, she's
Like,
this
everybody's
numb
gone.
little
She's
thing.
accepted it.
She's like, everybody's gone. And she's saying that like they knew.
Abandoned her mom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like they knew, right? Yeah, exactly. Like, and they said none of them
None of
showed
them
up
tried
to help.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they all left. And then
Everyone
they
was
said-
like every man for themselves.
yeah, and they said all that she could do was just watch, which is another, again, disturbing. What makes it that much more disturbing is that this little girl who is obviously helpless in that situation, and all that she can do is just watch her mom being eaten alive.
Yeah,
Like,
she's
you know?
admitting to that she's watching it because
Yeah.
it's one of those things where it's so disturbing. It's that you can't look away.
Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely high stakes, a lot of stress and anxiety in this
Yes.
moment. And yeah.
Very different like point of views with Kaya and Sasha. Sasha being like, "Hey, it's gonna be okay. We're gonna find a way out. We're gonna be good." She's like,
it's
"No, we're
funny
not.
that it's the-
Everyone's dead.
The
It's the
younger
end.
one
Leave
that's
me."
more morbid
Yeah.
or melancholy, I should say.
Yeah, she's definitely, well, you see it in her eyes,
Mhm.
you know? Like, she has
Traumatized and
accepted
young
that
and-
whatever is going to happen, it's not going to, like, it's going to play out, like, terrible. And she's, like, just accepted it.
She's probably thinking like,
ready
"I've
for
already
it.
been
It's
to
not-
hell. Just kill me now."
No matter how many times Sasha says it's going to be okay, you know, she just has accepted that, like,
No, it's not.
something's going to happen.
And I'm sure she's thinking, like, even if we do get away, what's going to be there for me?
Yeah. It's true.
You still have to live with that memory,
And without a
that
family.
image.
Exactly. You know, the fact that her family, you know, and stuff is gone. Yeah, that's got to be tough for anybody to see, but let alone this
Such a
young girl.
sad episode.
Yeah.
That was a great episode to come back to.
Yeah, right. Very lively
I'm
episode.
not so fired up right now.
All right. Let's see if we can try to get back to a little bit of more lively stuff here. So, all right. So now we see Sasha. She's looking back at the Titan. She's looking as it climbs safely onto the other bridge. Sasha, she just stares as she begins to recall a memory. In this memory, Sasha is back as a cadet in training. She's at a well getting some water, and Ymir can be heard saying,
You're starting to piss me off.
and Sasha, she turns around confused. And we notice that Krista, she's there beside Sasha. Ymir, she now joins both Sasha and Krista and asks.
Why you gotta be so friggin' polite all the time?
And then Sasha, she just begins laughing nervously. Now Ymir, staring at Sasha, asks her,
What? You above talking like what? Sorry, I could not read that right now. What? You above talking like one of us plebes?
okay. And then Sasha, still being very nervous, answers,
Well, actually, no, not at all.
okay. Do you guys know what plebes is?
I'm already looking it up.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I
Did
saw
anybody-
your thumbs
Does
going.
anybody want to do a
Plebe.
definition?
A newly entered cadet or freshman, especially at a military academy.
Okay, so I guess Ymir is asking like you
Ymir is a
above talking to us recruits or something?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh, okay.
All right, so then Sasha, all she could do is kind of nervously say, no, no.
You're intimidating.
So now Ymir continues to stare at Sasha for a moment and then smiles and asks in teasing,
Oh, yeah? So why don't you then? Scared we'll hear where you're from if you let your guard down? That's it, isn't it? Oh, wow. Kind of blows my mind. Why do you even care? I mean, it's like a wild boar getting all bent out of shape because someone's bad-mouthing him behind his back. Be honest. The military is your last hope of being respectable. Your folks are probably first cousins.
damn.
Oh my God.
Damn.
Ymir is
God damn.
ruthless. She is ruthless. Oh, you know what? I changed my mind. I want to play Ymir in live action.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's stuff that, yeah, we know that about her character, but yeah, this is another just like indicator here that she really like does not.
Why does she
Give a
hate
damn
this
at all.
I
song?
bet y'all are hillbillies.
How dare you be
Yeah.
nice? Let me badmouth you.
So we're going to talk about why she's saying all this, right? When we finish this one little kind of memory part. But yeah, this is how she is, I guess. All right, so now Ymir, she's interrupted by Krista as Krista tells Ymir.
Stop it. You're being mean.
And then Ymir then tells Krista, she gives Krista a little shoulder bump and says,
Whatever. Hey, you gonna pretend to be someone you're not for the rest of your damn life? Are you gonna be Sasha? Take it from me, honey. Acting like you think people want you to act is a crock of shit. Don't censor yourself.
and then a nervous Sasha, she takes this all in and then becomes appreciative and says,
Thank you very much. I appreciate the advice.
and then a mocking Ymir makes a condescending face and says,
Really?
and then Sasha gets nervous again and says,
Sorry, I'm really not sure what to say.
and then Krista bumps Ymir this time with her head and then tells her,
Leave her alone. It's her life. If she wants to talk politely to people, why do you care? Sasha is who she chooses to be. It's called reinventing yourself. Whatever she says, it's still her.
and then Ymir rebuttals.
Well, aren't we philosophical? I say, however she tries to sound on the outside, the inside Sasha will always be a pain in the ass.
Damn. And then Krista continues to tell Ymir,
Knock it off. Would it kill you to show some compassion every now and again?
and then Ymir tells Krista,
Excuse me? I'm just being real. Compassion? We see Sasha looking back and forth
That's
at
me.
Oh.
it's okay.
Yeah, but you as Ymir though.
Yeah.
Ymir's the new narrator.
Yeah. So we see Sasha looking back and forth at Ymir and Krista, processing, and then suddenly Sasha breaks into laughter. Ymir asks Sasha,
Hey, what are you laughing at?
and Sasha answers.
Nothing. Sorry.
Then the memory ends as we see Sasha continuing to help this young girl escape. All right. So like you said at the start of this episode, Lex, Ymir, yeah, she's a bitch.
Yeah.
And
I had a whole
yeah.
had a whole conversation with myself
She
right
literally
now.
was just like, y'all are hillbillies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the reason why she's
First
giving
cousins.
Sasha such a difficult time
They're
is because she
embarrassing.
sees that Sasha is making the active effort to not sound like that, to not speak with her accent,
Yeah.
to speak very polite and, and be somebody
a
that
lot more
she's
proper.
not, and that's something that Ymir is giving her a hard time for, which I'm like, bitch, of all people,
I know, of all people to be
like,
she literally like says it, like Ymir is like, oh, take it from me, acting like who you think want people,
Acting the way you
the
think
way-
people want you to
yeah,
Yeah.
acting the way that,
Yeah.
like, take it from me, like it's not good. Which
But also,
obviously
too,
she's
like-
referencing when she was praised as Ymir,
but also
where
is
she had
is
to act
she
as
not
that.
kind of like acting like somebody that she's not, I guess.
Yeah, 100%.
Because we know her reasoning as to why she's
Like-
even here to begin with.
Yeah, but we also know like
Why
who she
she
is.
doesn't separate from Krista.
And it's funny because I guess all three of these characters here, they obviously are acting like people that they're not, right? I guess that's something that
Oh my
happens
gosh,
a lot.
right, all three of them.
That's something that happens a lot in AOT where you
They're
have a lot of
all
these characters.
imposters.
They like, well, they all are hiding something.
They're all
you know?
imposters.
Whether it be like hiding your Titan abilities, hiding your freaking royalty, hiding your freaking your kind of like heritage, I guess, or
Yeah.
or hiding
your family tree, anything.
just
They're hiding
I'm
parts
sure
of
I-
themselves,
like-
but they're all talking shit about each other. Like, just be yourself.
yeah.
Just be true to you. Who cares who she is? Who cares what she says? You're all lying to each other anyways.
Yeah, literally they all
Like, it
are.
was like,
Your
bitch.
whole argument.
Yeah. It's like, bitch, what are you hiding? You're hiding something for sure.
You
Their
little
argument is
hypocrite.
about
Can you
they're all
imagine?
hiding from each other?
If she did that to like Chris at the moment when Chris is like, just leave her alone. Why can't she be happy with who she is, whatever this and that? And then all of a sudden, like literally like
Yeah.
Ymir looks at
Like-
Chris and like, bitch, you know who you are.
You know, hey,
I know who you
you're
are.
one to talk
Yeah.
with your
You're not
little
that guy, pal.
act.
You're not that guy.
That guy.
None of you are that guy.
No,
Literally
none of 'em.
none of you.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not that guy. I'm that queen.
Right.
I'm that queen.
So yeah, how was that, Lex? Having a nice conversation with yourself.
I
Your multiple personalities.
thought it
coming
was-
forth.
pretty, I know my multiple personalities. I thought that it was okay. So when Krista was coming up, I was like, okay. And I was like, I know she has a higher pitched voice, but I don't want to make her sound like a child. So I just like, whatever came out of my mouth, that's going to be Krista. And I'm going to stick with it. And it was really cool trying to balance between their voices because Ymir obviously has like a more like lower tone and she's
Yeah.
much more like sharp when she talks. And it's very like she has some attitude with it. And Sasha, in the scene, she's really nervous and she's just kind of like, oh, okay, thanks. I don't really know what to say. Which puts your voice at a higher register. And then Krista's trying to be stern, but she still has a high voice.
Yeah.
It's like, leave her alone. Okay.
And that was voice acting 101 right there, guys. Yeah. Yeah.
That was
Pretty
my
good.
that was my
Tune in next week for
studying
next season.
Yeah.
For Lexi's next episode.
No,
of
tune in next
Can
week.
You voice
No,
act.
tune in next week for Zach's episode of Can You Voice That?
Uh-huh.
You're all fucking screwed.
Because we're going to go ahead and we'll see when we get to the closing of this episode that it's going to be a big, I think it's going to be a big
Oh,
Zach episode.
shit. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get there. We'll
What
get
next
there.
episode is.
All right.
Anywho,
No.
All right. Okay. So
it
now
was fun.
Good. I'm happy you enjoyed it here. Okay, so now Sasha and the young girl, they continue running, now entering the forest. The Titan can still be seen trailing closely behind. Sasha, she thinks to herself,
Really? Why is that coming back now? Of all the stupid things for me to dwell on. Still, it's the only thing I can think about.
and then Sasha, she takes a look down at the girl running beside her. And we see a different look on Sasha's face, regaining composure, feeling content with herself. And then Sasha tells the girl,
All right, listen. You're going to be fine. Just keep following the path we're on. Run as far away as you can. There'll be someone willing to help. I promise. It may take you a little while to find them, but keep on. You'll bump into them eventually.
and then Sasha, she stops immediately.
Now, go! Get out of here!
Now the little girl is surprised by Sasha's immediate stop and turns around to see Sasha standing tall and confident, aiming her arrow directly at the incoming Titan. As Sasha aims, we get a close-up of Sasha's determined face. Sasha screams out to the young girl,
"Don't give up hope!"
And then we see the young girl now continuing to run and follow the path. Sasha now focuses and tries to zero in on the Titan. Sasha aims her arrow and aggressively releases. We see the arrow connect and penetrate the Titan's neck. The Titan stops for a moment and then it continues its pursuit unfazed. Sasha, she begins running to maintain a safe distance. Sasha tells herself,
"If I can take out the eyes, it should buy us enough time."
And Sasha, she continues running and then jumps onto higher ground for a better vantage point. Sasha aims her arrow again, focuses on her target, and then releases the arrow. The arrow zooms past and grazes the Titan's right ear. Sasha begins to grow uneasy as she tells herself,
"Damn it! Only 2 left!"
She tries to regain her composure.
"Relax. It's nothing.
She aims her arrow again.
Just a big, slow-moving target."
Then Sasha, she releases the arrow and we see the arrow land. Sasha says,
"Bullseye!"
as we see that the arrow connected with the Titan's left eye. The slow-moving Titan continues to lumber towards Sasha with an arrow in its neck and an arrow blinding its left eye. Sasha prepares and she tells herself,
"Last arrow. If I miss, that'll be it."
Sasha aims the last arrow and we see Sasha trying very hard to focus. She's trying so hard that we see her beginning to shake. Sasha continues,
"If I miss, end of story. Period. I'll be..."
Sasha now closes her eyes.
"She'll be..."
And as Sasha fights for the little girl, suddenly, Sasha opens her eyes with determination and anger. Sasha grabs onto the arrow tightly and throws her bow to the side. Sasha begins yelling out with confidence and rage. And as the Titan continues towards Sasha, we now see Sasha going towards the Titan. And then, as Sasha yells out with such force, we see her stab the Titan directly into its right eye with that last arrow. Sasha, still holding on to the arrow, begins driving that arrow deeper into the Titan's eyeball as we hear the Titan groaning in pain. The Titan now has Sasha in a bear hug. And as Sasha drives the arrow deeper, the Titan squeezes harder. The Titan continues to squeeze, and then Sasha lets go of the arrow. Sasha pushes the Titan's jaw away from her, allowing Sasha to momentarily escape the Titan's bear hug. Sasha slides down onto the path and now runs to the little girl. The blind Titan now looks around, tries to find Sasha. Sasha, she continues to run and she tells herself,
I slipped out because of the blood. Now to find the girl."
And then a determined Sasha runs, and then we can hear horses galloping. Sasha stops because she hears the horses as well. And then she turns to look at the higher ground. Sasha now, she notices 4 horses galloping towards the village, with villagers riding on these horses. Upon further inspection, we notice the young girl safely riding with one of the villagers. We also notice that leading this group is Sasha's father. Sasha's father takes a look and asks,
"Is that Sasha?"
And then Sasha just stares as she sees her father leading a rescue team. So this is another one of those big kind of character development moments, I believe, we see right here, right?
He's fucking nuts.
Where well, we're seeing now, she recalls that memory because she realizes that she maybe isn't comfortable in her own skin. She isn't confident in herself, right? And then we see now
and she got called out for it.
Yeah. Well, in this moment now, it's, I guess, if you're going to realize in any moment, it's good to realize it in this moment,
I
right?
know.
And be confident in yourself. That's when things switched. She realized that in order for this little girl to have a chance to survive, I need to be the one to go ahead and take this Titan out.
Yeah.
Right. With her 4 arrows, in her bow. Took her a couple tries.
Bow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Took her a couple tries. And then
Like she was able to go after this Titan and stab this thing in the eye, like be literally mano with the Titan.
Yeah.
Literally.
And
Yeah.
because like she thought about like at first it was like like if I don't do this and that's the end, like I'll be, and then she realized, oh crap, like Kaya, well she doesn't know her name, but like this little girl, she'll be, and she's using obviously saving the little girl as her driving force of motivation to get this Titan. Which, why didn't we mention Sasha when we said who has big hearts in Attack on Titan?
Because just, I don't know, I guess when you
Just
think of
because she's
Sasha,
weird.
you think of
we
big
think about
stomach,
like
I don't know.
comedic,
I mean,
like a good comedic,
not big heart.
yeah, true.
Yeah.
We think of like
I think
comedic character
she
when we
does,
think of her.
I mean,
But this episode, I
she
think
does
is really
kind of
good.
fall in the category of characters who have big hearts for sure. You
Yeah.
know, she's not like the kind of selfish-minded person, unless it comes with, you know, in terms of food.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
You know,
that's a little different. She turns into a demon when there's food around.
yeah,
I posted I still have the pictures. She's a demon.
yeah. And then very shocking to go ahead and see after, you know, you're able to at least kind of buy yourself some time by blinding this Titan.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and escaping literally with your life because the Titan literally had a bear hug.
Yeah,
You know?
Yeah.
She was like she said, she's only able to escape because of the blood.
because the blood was slippery.
But now you're like, okay, cool. Now I can go ahead and make my way to the little girl, and then all of a sudden you
You
see
hear horses.
You see Pop
a rescue team being
Yeah.
led by your father.
Yeah, and he's like, hello.
You know, yeah, maybe you know, Sasha's father can be one of those kind of, you know, anime fathers that
Yeah,
are actually doing good and not,
maybe
you
he's
know,
actually good.
are not the ones who are, you know, you think of a lot of these other anime fathers that are just terrible and stuff,
Yeah.
you know.
But to add to that, I mean,
Anime
we'll
dads are
go through the rest of the scene, but I feel like Sasha's father could have reacted more to seeing his daughter.
Is that Sasha?
I know, literally just, is that my daughter?
Yeah.
But even like
Pretty
in the
much, yeah.
next scene, obviously we haven't talked about it yet, but I feel like he could have done more. I mean, you can always do more, but I feel like he could have, like, I don't know. He didn't do
Given the
anything bad.
circumstances.
No, but I
Yeah.
think he's, you know, pretty much doing with what he has. You know, the card he's kind of dealt
Oh,
with.
that's true though. I didn't even think about like like the circumstances of like, hey, your village is like getting taken over by Titans.
Pretty much already
Escape.
taken over.
Mhm.
Okay, you know what? I take it back. He's not bad.
So we can talk a little bit more about it when we get some sort of more
Yeah.
clarity in this next scene here. But
I'm just foreshadowing, just teasing.
yeah, just teasing.
Still
Um,
tease.
Yeah, you know, see, you're embodying your mirror a little bit. You're just teasing.
I'm just teasing.
Teasing.
She's already ready for the role.
Yeah. All right.
Sign me up.
Okay. So now continuing on here. So the rescue team now they continue traveling through the forest, and then we see the young girl finally just letting out some sort of emotion after what she witnessed. We see her; she's like sad and she has like tears in her eyes.
I think the like shock, like fight, flight, and freeze, like because obviously she was very much freezing and like fawning. It finally wore off a little bit, so now she's able to feel.
I think
what's
she's
going on.
feeling the fact of what she witnessed, but also we know that she had this mindset that she was, whatever they did, they were going to be helpless because now there's this kind of moment where they're safe. I think maybe that's another thing too. That's kind of like,
You know,
Yeah.
They actually got help, and I'm sure she was
Yeah.
like,
yeah.
Yeah, because that's like, you know, like obviously a trauma response. And then when you finally feel safe, then you feel safe to let yourself feel emotions.
Yeah.
So that's definitely what she's feeling.
I think so too. So now we see that Sasha, she's riding with the team. She looks back at the young girl, happy that she made it. Sasha's father explains to her,
we've been doing what we can, giving horses to folk who need them. Now, the little girl told us there was someone back behind her on the road. Said they helped, saved her, in fact. Apparently fought off a Titan single-handed. Nicely done. I'm proud of you.
and then Sasha, she gets caught off guard by her father saying that he's proud. Sasha then replies,
Thanks, Dad.
and we see them riding off through the forest.
It's good to be home.
No problem.
Is
son.
it?
No problem. Still wish you were a boy, but no problem.
Is it good to be home? I
You're
mean,
not
it is,
normal.
but like the circumstances.
Yeah, terrible circumstance, but I think again, the moment that Sasha she went through and kind of having that new kind of outlook on herself, right? I think she's proud of herself too, obviously, but this is probably like the first time she's hearing, I'm imagining by her being caught off guard.
Yeah.
First time she's hearing her father literally telling her Like, good job,
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
Considering that she grew up training as like a hunter and everything,
Yeah.
she would probably grow up. I mean, I'm just inferring, but she was probably expecting more of like a critique from him more than like a you did good job.
That
I'm
he
proud
wasn't
of you.
like, glad to see that you're normal now.
I know, right?
No,
Some kind of like
he knows that she's
passive aggressive kind of compliment.
Like a backhanded compliment.
Yeah.
yeah, but he knows she's not normal yet. She's not normal.
She single-handedly took on a Titan. Hell
Doesn't
no,
mean
she
she's
ain't
normal.
That's what I'm saying. Hell no, she manhandled a Titan. Hell no, she ain't normal.
So let's kind of talk about very briefly of what you were kind of mentioning about with the father and stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we come to find out that he literally says that we've been doing what we can.
Mm-hmm.
That we know that they travel and they're giving horses to people who need it,
Yeah.
right? And that's when they came across the little girl Kaya. And she explains that somebody fought off, right?
Yeah.
Which again, surprise, probably.
Someone single-handedly.
I'm not gonna say Sasha's the last person he had in mind, but I would imagine that she's probably.
Yeah.
Sasha's the last person he had.
Yeah.
I was
Definitely not one of the first.
But yeah. So that in terms of trying to help out, we know that he at least is putting out the effort.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
I
And
just looked at the Chrissy comment and the song came to my head again.
oh my gosh.
That's why I laughed.
But yeah, and then so I think that is the last of Sasha's father that we see for this episode. So I will say, Zach, good job. I know it's
Thank you very
difficult.
much.
Yeah,
Take
no,
on
it's
that
difficult.
Very deep,
I'll be back
raspy
next week.
Southern father role.
I ain't got no problem with this one. I can do this all day. As Chris Evans once said,
Yeah, Chris.
I can do this all day. On your left.
Chrissy, wake up.
So now you're going to be doing a
I
complete.
don't like this.
Okay, I don't like that.
We're going to be doing a. So now Zach's going to be doing a completely different voice now. And this
Ooh,
is
damn it.
going to be a whole new kind of like. Is this the right word, Lex? An octave.
Yeah, it's like a new, a new octave.
So this is going to be.
I'll try my
much
damn best.
New-
higher.
Especially in this scene, the way. Okay, I'll just let Zach take it over.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
There's
Good
a
luck.
moment where when literally it says Connie screams out, he is
He's
screaming this out. Yeah, so,
There is
okay.
reverb on this.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
And there's like a point where it's just like voice crack, but like it's not a voice crack. It's like it just screeches and he just finishes the sentence with that screech.
Yeah.
And it's just all right.
So just do the best you can, Zach.
Just be high
Good
pitched
luck.
and loud. Got
Drink
it.
some water. Good luck.
Yeah. All right. You ready?
I'll save this one for after. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, you're gonna. It's your throat's gonna
All
hurt.
right. So we now see a different group traveling on horseback. Connie, slow down. Get a hold of yourself. There could be Titans around every corner. Wait for us, yells out Rhina as Connie rushes to get home. Connie, he makes it to his village. And we see Connie looking around back and forth, panicking as he sees an empty village. A panicking Connie says,
This isn't real.
and then we see destruction done to the homes in this village. Connie screams out,
Hello? Can anybody hear me? Somebody, please. It's Connie. I came home.
and then all we can hear are Connie's echo in this empty village. We zoom in on Connie's face as he continues to panic and worry. And then Connie, he kind of snaps out of it and he tells himself.
Find my house.
And then Connie rushes through the village to find his home. With his eyes closed, Connie tells himself,
Dad, Mom, Sonny and Martin, please just be okay.
And then Connie's horse suddenly gets startled and stops. Connie opens his eyes to notice something frighteningly shocking and strange. Connie is staring at a large Titan resting on its back on top of a house, staring back at Connie, eyes and mouth wide open. The Titan stares with its wide opened, piercing golden eyes. And then we see a frightened, frozen Connie staring back with his golden eyes. We hear Connie quiver with every breath, just staring. Then suddenly, Rhina rides towards Connie and tells him, What are you doing? Get back! And then Rhina stops as he grabs onto Connie's arm. But Connie tells Rhina,
But it's my house.
And then a surprised Reina looks up at the immobile Titan resting on top of Connie's house. Reina prepares to say something to Connie, as all he gets out is, Connie. But then Reina gets interrupted by Gelger, the scout who we know he's in charge of this group. Gelger, he tells Reina and Connie,
Cadets, fall back!
And then Gelger, he has his blade out and ready as he too stares at the immobile Titan. A scout continues on through the village and alerts. He alerts Gelger.
I'll scout the area.
And then a confused and shocked Gelger whispers to himself,
What the hell? This is new. Can it move?
And then the scout replies,
Not with those legs.
as we see skinny, undeveloped Titan arms and legs. And then Gelger continues,
But then, I don't understand. How did it even get here?
and then to be continued.
Bum, bum,
We will
bum.
find that out in season
4.
4.
I was going for a Chrissy, wake up kind of scream.
I
Yeah.
don't like just pure panic.
But that's my house! Chrissy, wake up!
Mama, wake up! I don't
Damn.
like this. Mama, wake up!
Kaya in the beginning of the episode.
Well, she's awake.
You can. Yeah, she's awake. Yeah, but
But not
that's more like Sasha kind of trying to. Sasha can try to be snapping.
Kaya, wake up!
Kaya, wake up!
look
I
at the
don't
tires.
like
there's a lot of moments where it
Kaya,
could have been
wake
this episode.
up!
Oh my god.
You wake
All right.
up. Please wake up, Kaya.
Let's kind of talk about this moment real quick in our final thoughts here, right? This moment that is going to kind of segue into, season 2, episode 3.
Mm-hmm.
When we talk about our first part of that discussion there, right? First off, try to put yourself, in Connie's kind of his shoes, and you're rushing home, right? You're rushing to your village. And then you go ahead and you make it to your village and all you see is just emptiness,
Yeah.
right? And you scream out to everybody. You literally let them know like I'm home.
And obviously, everyone's gonna know who Connie is in the
Yeah.
village because he's
the loudest dude.
loudest
Yeah,
dude
yeah.
in the village.
I'd be relieved if my village was empty.
Really?
Empty? No people.
Well, when you know that there's been Titans there.
Okay, so let me give you another detail.
If you're saying empty and there's no bodies, I
Okay.
don't see mass amounts of blood.
Okay.
I don't see body parts.
I
don't
guess
see
that's a
shit
good
ton of
point.
Titans feasting on dead bodies.
That's true.
That's a good point.
I'm
because
happy.
for what I'm seeing is
Valid.
that you go and you look around at the buildings and you just see destruction throughout the buildings and stuff like that, right? The homes and everything, and you just hear emptiness and stuff. You hear your own echoes, with every voice and stuff like that, and you start panicking, right? And then you make your way to your home, right? Like, and then you go and you see
Obviously, the first thing you're thinking is get to my house.
yeah, you
as
see
long
this-
as my house
this
is okay.
You see a Titan literally
Just-
on top of your
Just
house,
sunbathing,
Um,
just hanging
And that
out
vitamin D.
yeah, and
with its bottom floating ribs just hanging out.
yeah, it's a good point too. Is that it looks like this Titan itself, it's just like
Very malnourished.
yeah,
Malnourished? Is that the proper way to describe a Titan?
I don't know, because I almost want to say it's like literal like
It appears
undeveloped a little bit.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
You know,
underdeveloped. That's a better
Because
term.
you have like these scrawny arms and legs, but also the fact that like it's almost like its body wasn't completely developed.
Yeah.
Like the rib cage is sticking out. and
It
stuff,
started
you
with
know?
the head, and then it kept printing, and the printer ran out of ink. And
Yeah,
it just-
yeah. And we're getting into some spoiler talk territory here, but then when I kind of throw that detail in there, where it's like the golden eyes staring at. And then Connie's golden eyes,
Yeah.
and it's like kind of like obviously making that reference. So we find out that that's not just any kind of Titan, and I'm
Mama,
excited to
wake
get
up.
into it with the next episode, because to my understanding that Titan kind of says something to Connie.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's gonna be fun to get into that. But this has got to be such
Yeah.
a strange moment, And
This-
even just when you have Gelger, like
What the hell is that?
how did this Titan get here?
Yeah.
Like it clearly didn't.
Mhm.
Move on its
Move.
own.
And one of
yeah.
the great things about Attack on Titan is that you find out things and realize things with these characters. So you kind of form
Yeah.
a bond with these characters, with that, because Attack on Titan's really good at not letting you know all of the answers until you find out the answers with the characters. And
you're reacting while they're reacting.
yeah, and I gotta say, like, first time watching this, like, anyone would be like, what? Huh? Like, I think my first thought was like, okay, a Titan that's bigger than that one just carried it and then dropped it there. Because you don't think of the actual answer. You're not like,
thinking that, oh my
can...
gosh, that is, his mom that got transformed.
That is his mom. She got transformed and she is there and immobile. And like, you don't think of that conclusion.
My brain literally was like, it's probably just wicked strong. It's like, it probably like lunges.
Probably actually strong.
Yeah.
It's a frog Titan.
Or it could somehow
like
just pull the Rod Rice method where it's just literally trying to drag itself. But even then, you don't see the trail.
It crab crawls. Or what is it?
Crab walk.
Crab walk, yeah.
Maybe. Or it
does
just
a crab walk.
Does the worm.
I was thinking.
It does the worm. Yeah. See, that's what Rod Rice didn't think of. He should have done the worm the whole way to the wall.
The fucking.
He should have just break dance.
The pure destruction if that.
If the Rod Rice was doing the worm?
Yeah.
It's already gigantic. Because you would think, oh, what are these giant footsteps? You look over the wall and you see.
Yeah, I just see this.
You see a Titan, this like bloated Titan doing the worm.
Yeah, that'd be strange.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful.
More strange.
Now I have that image in my head.
That'd be a very stranger thing.
Yeah.
Chrissy.
You know what another thing too that made me think of? And
July 1st.
This is spoiler stuff too. It's as we talked about the boys at the beginning of this episode, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then there was a scene where somebody's being dragged.
I thought of the same exact thing.
And I was like,
loved that scene.
I was like, Rod Rice?
I was like, that is like, okay, that's what I would imagine Rod Rice, exactly. His Titans, it's looking like that and how absolutely just butchered it
completely
is.
Butchered. I see what you know, yeah. Me and Lex both go butcher.
What? We both interrupted ourselves to go
I was staring at Lexi and Lexi's getting ready to make a point. Like, yeah, butcher.
Oi, bloody hell, mate.
Yeah, bloody hell.
Bloody hell.
Oi.
Oi.
So what was your point?
It just doesn't. I don't remember. I genuinely don't remember what the point was. You said butcher, and I was like, oh my gosh, this guy is a genius. He's making so many jokes.
Yeah. Well, that's what I thought of when I saw that moment.
That was a great
I thought of
scene.
the same thing.
I want to talk about the boys.
Join us for our other podcast.
Yeah.
Where actually I wouldn't want to critically analyze the boys.
I would love to.
Like, not visually.
Nah, I'll take care of that.
Not visually. Especially with this last episode. Oh my gosh.
So Zach's the host of the new podcast.
The boys. No, it's not
This
called
is the boys talk.
Welcome to the girls.
Boys talk.
To the girls.
Just in a butcher voice. The cunts.
Oh my god.
I'm
Wasn't expecting
that is our
that's in reference to the boys.
Bad. It's a boys reference.
That's not Zach
that doesn't
actively
actually
just saying
that's not in Zach's vocabulary. He was just he went full method there.
I don't even know what that word means. Butcher taught it to me.
He went full method there in his butcher talk.
All right.
But yeah, that would be a very strange series.
The visual effects of that show.
Yeah, the fact that it's just like a Prime Video, not just a Prime Video show, but,
crazy over that.
Yeah,
I could.
Especially with what it does.
I'm spiraling right now.
It's not just like, oh, it's a cut. Like, no, he blew up.
Dude,
and
I don't know why when Lexi said the word cut, it made me think of, did you just say the other word?
No.
I was like, because Zach literally just like,
a slice. It's a little wound.
Yeah, a little cut. And I was like,
a little.
Lexi?
What?
A little slice.
Your turn.
Speaking of which, Someone's going to clip that. What Zach said too.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to clip
Someone's
that. Someone's going to clip it.
that.
Oh, you mean clip for this? I thought you meant we're gonna have our boy.
No, someone.
No. It's gonna be in there, but I'm talking about that in terms of like Twitch and clipping moments. Because that moment is gonna be clipped.
I think it's Kyron that does it.
Okay, cool.
I don't know who does it, but
I know Captain Boggy. He clipped I think a moment as well. I think it was Captain Boggy clipped a moment where we were talking about the inevitable end.
Of the
podcast.
That's sad.
Where it's like, we're talking about how when we get to a moment.
When did we have that talk?
This was last week.
Yeah, this was in the OVA.
Good, because I don't want to be here for that talk.
We were talking about how
I'm not ready
to be sad when we get to the moment in Attack on Titan where instead of to be continued, we're going to get like the end, right? And then I was like, well, eventually we're going to get to a point where instead of us saying to be continued, we're going to be saying, the the end until we go on to the next podcast. We'll be focusing on the boys, right?
Yeah. Right.
One Piece.
Oh my god!
No! Splitting those in half. Yeah, let's do two.
No, we wouldn't split in half. If we did One Piece, we'd have to focus on the entire episode.
We would cut out filler except for one filler arc.
That's your guys' thing.
Yeah,
And we'll just fucking no.
Yeah,
We're not doing
That's
that.
Zach's thing.
Yeah, Zach's.
But no,
individual podcast.
Next up is just gonna be. Hey, you guys know Two Bears One Cave, right?
Yeah. Do you like
Kool-Aid.
Tom Segura
Lex,
and
Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid? Remember?
He drinks so much Kool-Aid.
Oh,
Tom Segura
yeah,
and
yeah,
Bert
yeah.
Kreischer. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That's what that, but like
sugar.
so much sugar.
Yeah.
But
It's gonna sound like lemon grab.
That's what night.
Unacceptable.
Yeah.
But no, that's anime, but Two Bears One Cave.
Interesting. How are you gonna get Bert and Tom to talk anime?
I can do it. I mean,
Only up to
do you understand how many people I've convinced to watch anime?
It's true.
That's just an anime watcher's job. It just comes with watching anime.
It's like a disease.
You just have to spread.
Maybe they already watch it. We don't know. We just decided not to
I know,
talk
they just
about
don't
it.
say-
I feel like Bert would love
There's a lot of people
good
that
anime.
have watched anime, but it's like not one of those. I don't know. There's a lot of people I feel like have definitely watched an anime in their life. It's very rare to find someone that's never seen an episode of any anime before in their life. But it's different when it's like an avid watcher.
Mhm.
Because avid watchers,
Because
I
like
feel
watching
like, you know.
watching like Dragon Ball or like Sailor Moon or like Inuyasha back when it was on like
Yeah, it's like a nostalgia
nighttime
thing. Like you watched it growing up before
Cartoon
you really
Network, or
knew what
it,
anime
WB,
was.
The Warner Brothers
Yeah,
channel.
I think of Toonami too.
Yeah.
Like
You're
that's
oh, what's this
different.
cartoon? Not knowing that it's like a Japanese anime.
So it was like Dragon Ball Z. It was Inuyasha. I remember too. You had like Cowboy Bebop,
Yeah.
Um,
Oh my God.
Yu Yu Hakusho.
You.
Oh my God. Speaking of Cowboy Bebop, they're making a remake of Trigun. I know you guys don't know what Trigun is. That was like Cowboy Bebop's rival.
Really?
And they're announcing it with a trailer at Anime Expo.
Oh, cool.
Oh, okay.
That's next week, by the way. That's
Yeah,
next
I was gonna
weekend.
say that's
right?
where you're going.
Huh?
You'll be there? Okay.
I got
Also,
a 4-day
I didn't
pass.
realize that there was a live action of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Oh, please don't watch it. Please don't watch it.
No, I haven't, but I didn't know that there was one. Obviously, me not knowing that there was one means that it's bad. So,
It's
There's a lot of live
yeah.
action adaptations in Japan. Yeah,
yeah.
there's a lot.
they're not good.
And there's going to be like a live action like movie, like a real like movie with like big time actors based on the anime Akira, which is like based on
Oh,
the
I am
Pokemon.
excited for that actually.
Yeah, because it's like a real actually big
Have you seen
like
that?
big
I
blockbuster
don't think so.
movie.
You know the thing where it's the jacket with like the medicine pill on the back? With the motorcycle?
With the motor
motorcycle?
like a red motorcycle.
You should watch it. It's really good. It's
I
really like
haven't seen it, but I only know about it
psychological.
because-
It's like a psychological thriller kind of. It's good.
Interesting.
Is it a series or is it a movie?
It's a movie.
Oh, okay.
Pretty sure there's a
Okay.
series somewhere out there,
It'll
but
be easier
But
to
is
adapt.
that
a
good
movie.
though? I would say, is that good that they're gonna do a live action adaptation in a movie?
I think
Well,
it's,
they're not
okay,
basing
a
it,
live
like,
adaptation.
Straight off of it,
So
it's
it's-
just inspired by
Gotcha.
it.
Okay.
So like
Because it's gonna be.
I think
supposed
it's
to be like
much
this
better
big
to
film.
do an adaptation of a movie from an anime movie than to do a movie from an anime show.
okay.
Yes, because you can't get these 26 episodes into these
2
hour.
hours.
Dragon Ball Evolution.
Fuck, stop. That's fuck.
You just triggered him.
Yeah.
That
can
made
we
me
remove
wince.
that from the universe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
was
Can
terrible.
we delete everything from Death Note except for Willem Dafoe? Just keep him in it.
Oh yeah, like I already said my.
Yeah, we
my
talked
piece
about
on
it in
The
correlating
movie
with
on
the
its
same
own.
thing.
Yeah,
the movie on
if
its
it
own
wasn't
was
like-
great.
If it was
It's just the fact that it advertised itself so much as being based off of Death
well,
Note.
that's the thing too, is that when you have a character named Light, you
Yeah.
know, when you have Ryuk, and
You
stuff
have
like
Ryuk,
that,
you have the
and,
Death Note,
and then it's like, okay, yeah, if it
you
was
have L.
you know, Ryuk with a completely different character and it was, you know, kind of straight
Watari.
away and it was different, you know, then yeah, that, you know, I can understand.
There's a difference
Perception
between
would be
based
different.
on and inspired by.
Yeah.
Also, I'm thinking about the fact that the live action movie literally had the only character that wasn't Asian be Asian, and the only characters that were Asian not be Asian.
Yep.
Like Watari is the only character in Death Note that isn't Asian. I mean, other than like the American Spies or whatever, you know, in that whole whatever. But they literally just made him Asian and made everyone else like white.
Yeah.
was like, oh,
they made
great.
L,
And they made L.
Lakeith Steinfeld.
Yeah. I think Lakeith did a good job. I just don't know why they had to give him a reason to eat sweets.
I didn't like his kind of crybaby mentality. A little
Yeah,
bit.
I didn't either. It wasn't L, but I thought that, again, if it wasn't if you didn't have the original idea that this is what L is as a character, and then you watch Lakeith, you'd be like, oh, this sucks.
That's why I said.
I mean, you wouldn't think that it sucked. Sorry.
Yeah, if you watch the
It's
movie
good on its
without
own.
seeing the anime, you're like, wow, that was a really good movie. And I'm sure once you watch the anime, it'll be like, wow, that movie fucking sucked.
Yeah, because I've had friends that have done
Me
that.
with
They watched the
Cowboy
movie
Bebop.
first.
I still have not seen an episode of live action Cowboy Bebop. I refuse to.
Well,
I
it's
will not
good
spoil it
because
for myself.
you wouldn't enjoy it because, like I said, for me, I watched the live action before I watched the anime, and I was like, okay, yeah, that's pretty cool. And I watched it again, or I should say, I watched the anime, and then I realized, Jesus, there's a lot missing,
Yeah,
and also they changed
actually.
some characters.
Yeah.
Changed Ed a lot. I saw a clip of Ed and I was like,
Well, yeah, Ed shows up at the end, and then
and did they do anything with Ein?
they just showed Ein maybe.
They're just like, what?
Ein has a whole episode dedicated to his shenanigans.
Yeah, they
Ein's such a good boy.
just kind of showed Ein a little bit, but then even then, like a character that I really like.
I feel like it was Jet.
No. It's a character who what is the name?
Is he like the
Characters.
supporting main or
No.
No,
It just
that's
kind of
Jet.
appears on it's not a part of the
The crew.
main cast. Yeah, it's this character shows up in the anime in like I think 2 episodes, and it's the one that has a really nice voice.
I knew that you were gonna say, yeah,
What
the
is
one
the
with the
character's
satisfying
name? It starts with
voice.
a G, but it's the one that has
it's like-
both
oh
has
it's
gone through the hormonal type of drug change, something like that.
The one who
and-
drops it in his
I
eye.
know what name it is.
Not in his eye. No, he's he has
He has a conversation with Faye
long hair,
And then Faye finds-
and he has a
finds him
little
in
bit
the
of a
shower.
backstory with
and realizes, oh, you have
backstory
you
with
are like intersex.
Why am I blanking on
It's,
the antagonist too now? What's his name again?
the
The
main
antagonist
villain.
is Vicious.
Vicious. There you go. Yeah, he has a backstory with Vicious through war and like almost like military and stuff like that. Starts with a G. I want to say like
I want to think of it without looking it up.
No, I've given up.
it's not
It's
Gren.
yeah. It's
it
like
Gren?
Gren. It's Gren.
Yeah.
I
think
know
it's Gren.
because I remember his name from a character in The Wolf Among Us.
Okay.
Rencia Mars Elijah.
Yeah, Gren.
Gren, yeah.
Okay.
So Gren is a character that I liked in the anime.
Eckner.
But I didn't realize that they had their own interpretation of Gren in the live action. So they changed that character, which I get it, like they casted, I believe, a non-binary actor.
I'm just seeing snippets of the live action and it's
Upsetting you?
yeah. Not upsetting, but I'm just I'm
Disappointed.
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 Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, that character has a very soothing voice, and yeah, that's another reason why I enjoy. That's why I enjoy
Can you
voice acting.
Horiuchi. And then David A. Thomas does the English.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking
David
of.
A. Thomas. His voice is very
Would you be able to pull up real quick, Zach,
Especially
a
with the
video of the live
jazz.
action Gren from Cowboy Bebop? Yeah, because the way he talks to Faye, he talks really with this like really nice
And
kind
then
of
Faye also
monotone
has a
type.
satisfying voice.
It's really monotone type of
Let me
rasp.
see if I can find one.
And with the jazz and just
Yeah, he's
the way
very
that it's
jazz
so,
influenced.
like,
Obviously, the anime
a
itself
very
is very jazz
serene-
influenced.
Don't even get me started on the music.
All right. Well, while you look for it, I guess I can kind of play a little.
I can't get anything on
Live action?
Grenisha. I have Cast versus IRL.
that's what you're looking up.
While you
I was
find
playing
it.
that yesterday.
Were you?
I was playing that yesterday. I was longboarding at the beach.
Okay. Is it weird that I play this every now and then? Not every now and then, but
It's great.
I would. That one,
It's a good theme.
and you know this one too, Lex, huh? The yeah.
Yeah.
Hello,
Is that
kitty.
another one of Ed's themes?
Yeah.
It's got some dope themes. There's Vicious.
Imagine having that be your theme. You walk into a room and it's dun, 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 dun.
There's Anastasia.
Yeah, I kind of want to find
Here we
it.
go. Here we go. Here's your Gren. Hold on, let me get the brightness up. Here's your Gren. I don't have any voice.
No, I wanted to hear his voice. I think this might be just.
Oh, interesting.
Is it still on Netflix or did they take it off?
Yeah, wait, I think it's on Netflix.
I could have sworn
Isn't
they
it
took it off.
Literally a Netflix original.
Yeah, but I thought Netflix took it down because it was so bad.
It's still up there. Yeah, I saw it the other day. It's still up there.
Okay, I found it. This is on
They
YouTube.
don't take down the Netflix originals. They have no shame.
Yeah, they do. I know they took it down for a bit. What episode is it in?
Oh, you go back to the start. Oops.
Is it in Venus Pop?
No, it's in Jupiter Jazz, part 1 and 2.
Well, no, I'm talking about the live action.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh. Yeah, I don't care.
Step aside, Lynn.
No, I want Jupiter Jazz part 1 is when it's in. But anyways, you guys get the point. He has a nice voice.
What up?
Yeah.
Jupiter Jazz Part 1?
Yeah, that's what it is. Oh, found it. Listen to that voice. So soothing.
Any comrades. They're not worth it.
Both voices.
I end up worrying about things I shouldn't. You know, me being such a prize and all
Yeah.
that.
That's a pretty soothing voice from Faye.
The guys end up fighting over me like dogs.
I'm sure they
For
do.
you, Faye.
They say humans are social animals. They can't live alone.
Not without you, Faye.
But you can live pretty well by yourself.
Yeah.
Hey, Valentine.
Whew. Come on, Gran. Will you speak?
I know.
It's better to
She's edging
Grand.
listeners.
Talk.
Either way.
I'm dealing with them. I
She's
swear.
just monologuing. I mean,
Bruh.
he has a nice voice, but it's not.
He does. Oh,
And I get nothing else.
Oh.
she paused. I was like, Gran?
Do, 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 do. There we go.
Abandon you. So you abandon them.
And
Distanced yourself from the whole thing.
You're a strange one, aren't you?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you are.
but
Soothing, man. I like it.
I think Spike has a very equally soothing voice.
He does. Yeah, there was also in that episode too when he has a little, his kind of moment with Vicious,
Mhm.
where I'm like, damn, yeah, Spike does have he has a pretty nice voice. Yeah.
Chris Abbott, bro.
It's not Chris Abbott.
No, I know.
I say
Who does?
It's not. Chris
No,
Abbott.
no.
it's
who
not.
does-
It's not Chris Abbott.
Who does Spike's voice?
I don't know, but it's not Chris. It's not Chrissy.
That's not Chrissy. That's not Chrissy, silly. Also, I finished Hunter x Hunter.
Oh, who's Chris Abbott in there?
I don't think he's anyone.
What? He's not in Hunter x Hunter?
I don't think he is.
Wow.
He's anyone in Hunter x Hunter.
I think he is.
Chris Abbott.
Chris Abbott?
I feel like he's in everything. Chris Abbott's the GOAT.
Steve Bloom.
Hmm. Okay.
Steve Bloom. That's who it is.
Interesting. Yeah.
Chris Abbott. Hunter.
Chrissy Sabat.
Well, hey, now that we're getting more Hunter x Hunter, might actually
Yeah, you might actually
End up
now
being a
have
character.
a
I
role.
know.
maybe
That
he
is
in
true.
Hunter x Hunter.
I don't think he is because nothing comes up when you look it up.
Not yet.
But I know he is Armstrong in Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah,
A
for
little bit of
everyone,
everything.
I will be at Anime Expo on maybe on the 2nd, but I will be there on the 3rd and the 4th.
Okay. Cool.
So if you guys are at Anime Expo, hit me up. I'll be there with some friends of mine and spending money.
And he's negative now. So
I'm negative now. I will be going to the Hypeland booth to see Jordan because I saw Jordan because I think I told you guys about Hypeland. I saw Jordan.
The merch
20
guy, right?
Yeah, 2019 when they first started Hypeland, when all they had was Bleach, and I met Jordan and his family there. I doubt he remembers me, but
Hit him up.
I'm gonna go see
Be like,
Jordan.
hey, Tech to Talk, looking for some merch opportunities.
No.
Actually,
What's up, man?
I was gonna talk to him and see if he's gonna do Attack on Titan in the near future.
There you go.
We'll see.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Well, it sounds like it's gonna be a fun experience for sure.
Oh, it's always so
Zach's
much
gonna
fun.
be a kid in the candy store.
Oh yeah.
It's always so much fun. Oh, there's so much
You gonna
good
cosplay?
food. I might.
Okay.
I'm thinking about it. I have a week to figure out what I would want to do.
Yeah.
Can we talk about which characters actually to cosplay as?
Give me a request. I'll see what I can find.
Who's
Niccolo,
that? Yeah, Niccolo.
Hawks.
I would say if you can grow a beard, then Zeke.
Don't call him out like that. Can you grow a beard in a week?
No.
Um,
I wish.
No, you don't. Trust, you don't. It's a lot to maintain.
Bisky
Who?
No, it's funny.
from
is
Hunter x Hunter.
Oh,
the blonde-haired chick.
He hasn't seen Hunter x Hunter.
I haven't seen it.
Mm-mm.
Or I haven't seen her.
You haven't seen Hunter x Hunter, have you?
Didn't you start watching it?
Literally, yeah, I stopped right before the Chimera and
Oh,
Hey, remember the game? The game?
yeah, that's literally where I
Biscuit's
stopped.
Yeah,
that, and then-
Bisky.
dress
The little
with
girl
the
with
blonde
the
hair. gets
oh,
super
her.
buff.
but she's actually really old, and her other form.
Oh my god.
See,
no.
Marco's chiming on who you should play. Cosplay as.
Yes. Oh,
I am not a child.
Why not?
yeah. You,
No, you
you
could be
a
the long neck
6'2"
Titan
Falcon.
version. Just walk
That'll
around,
work.
just-
Yeah, that'll work.
I'm trying to think. Who would I want to be? I wish I had longer hair. If I had longer hair, I'd
I'm
play
just thinking every
Ed.
blonde character ever.
Be who?
Ed.
Elric
Big brother.
from
Oh, okay.
And if I had the armor, I'd be Alphonse.
Well, you can always just wig it up.
Wig It Up.
I could.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah,
Depends on how badly you want to be this
You
character.
could play whatever.
Spray paint my hair pink. I'll be Natsu from Fairy Tail.
Or Hisoka.
No. God.
Which we
no.
realized that Hisoka literally cosplays every day.
Yeah,
he goes and he has to
paints
literally
it on
paint all this
every
stuff,
day, which is just such a Hisoka thing.
And it doesn't smudge.
Yeah, weird, huh?
Also, AJ, you should get through that Chimera Ant arc because Leorio does come back and he's funny.
Well, he was back, and all of a sudden he just like, all right, cool, like,
He
yeah, I'm
comes
doing
back
this,
and he's funny.
but I'm
AJ,
Leorio.
I have an image saved in my phone of Leorio coming back after the Chimera Ant arc, and that's how much I love that scene.
Oh,
It's
cool.
in my phone indefinitely, so you must finish.
Yeah, I already know what scene you're talking about.
Yep.
All right,
So,
that's a character I would like to cosplay as
yeah.
Leorio.
No, you'd be good at Leorio because it's like he's so tall.
But then I'd have to cut my hair.
I would absolutely love to cosplay as I've already cosplayed as Shizuku, but oh my gosh, why am I
Huh?
Pito?
Oh,
Nefer Pito. Pito is the cat.
Just watch.
Yeah.
Leorio.
But I'm still trying to
Yeah, he did.
Oh wait.
the voice actor,
Yeah.
the
Japanese.
Japanese, right? Okay, I was about to
Oh.
say. Because English that's also Levi's.
Yeah, it's
VA.
like Captain Levi.
No.
There's also a voice actor that passed
R.I.P.
away recently at such a young age too, but he was English dub, and he did a couple of characters.
Oh,
I
it
think
was
I did hear
recent.
about that.
It was what, last month?
I would say probably it's close to a
Yeah,
month
it was
now.
like last month.
Yeah, and
Was it?
I don't know, but yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah,
he
because
died
I
at a
saw,
young age.
obviously, I follow a bunch of other English voice actors, and they were all like tweeting about it and
Yeah.
everything. And I was like, oh my gosh,
Yeah, that's
so
tough.
sad. But it's also like,
Right here.
Josuke's VA.
Hmm.
Oh, that's
Josuke.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think.
I don't
who
know,
the
but
English VA's
that's
name was.
it's so unfortunate though.
But I mean,
It was
Yeah.
due to some sort of sickness, right?
yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yuki Ono. Wait, no, that's
Yeah,
dumb.
it has
Wrong.
to be English.
I mean, he could do English too. You know?
Billy Kametz.
Okay,
Billy.
sounds right.
Died June 9th, 2022.
So hasn't been a month. It's been less than a month. And
Wow.
He did Shield Hero.
That was
Psyche
way
K,
more recent than I thought it was.
JoJo, Cells at Work. He was in Neon Genesis Evangelion. Let's see. He's in Baki. He's in Baki?
Wow.
That's an interesting
R.I.P.
one.
Yeah.
I mean, silver lining though. I think it's really cool to see how all of the other English VAs kind of like band together and obviously are all feeling like,
Who's in the rest
you know,
of the
giving
English
in their
artists?
thoughts and everything and remorse for this. But I think that it's really cool that it's like a very like family thing because it's such like a niche little like I'm an English dub voice actor and then seeing like a young one unfortunately pass. hearing these big names still be like, yeah, this dude is so cool. Like they don't care about status. It's just like,
Well, it's because they're all doing something
caring
that they
for each
love to
other.
do.
yeah, it all has to do with
Yeah.
the passion and the art of it.
Yeah.
And unfortunately,
They're not like, I'm on Dragon Ball. I'm on One Piece. No, it's
Yeah.
just like, damn, dude, you did. killer stream.
Luffy.
Yeah.
and I'm Buggy.
Yeah.
Like, no one cares.
How many?
Speaking of, how many voice actors died throughout One Piece?
Ooh,
Oh
question.
my gosh. I don't.
that's
Sad.
it's a long anime for sure. Yeah, but also too, it's cool not having that mindset of like, you know, how people can be so shallow. Like when one person passes, it's like almost like, oh my god, that's an opportunity for me, you know?
Yeah.
In February, Toshi
Yeah, that's
Ueda
okay.
passed away.
Mhm.
But that was
Oh, I heard about that one.
yeah, that was the guy who played Phoebe's dad
Hmm.
in Japanese.
Phoebe's dead.
One Piece.
Oh, I was like, who?
The King of Alabasta.
Oh, okay.
The Japanese voice actor
Yeah.
passed away in February.
He's the
don't
one.
remember.
Is he the one? I think in English.
There
Dub.
are 1,167 actors who have voiced 1,143 characters in the One Piece franchise on BTVA.
So that one you're talking about, Phoebe's dad, is that the one where I don't know if you listen. You don't watch it in English dub, but maybe
I was watching it in English dub.
maybe
until-
he does the same thing in for sub, but I think he does the ma.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No,
Before
I
he
was
starts
watching
off
it.
his
I watched
sentences.
it in English up until Skype. You don't know what that is yet.
That must be way further down. I think I'm on.
Like 150 something.
I'm on episode 162.
No, that's a lie. When is Skype?
I'm on episode 162, I believe.
What?
Right now they're dealing with like
Yes.
some weird. I don't know. I don't even know what's happening anymore over there.
I'm like trying to like calculate.
Oh. Oh no, Skype begins on episode 157.
Okay, explain
Oh,
it.
you just started.
Explain it. I just remember seeing a very round, like not
So-
like a god or whatever, but and he has all these other kind of like weird bubbles around him that have like weapons.
Oh, so you've seen Enma. Is that his name?
God, I'm so terrible with
Wait, so
names.
you stopped watching the dub at Sky PA?
Yes, because
Oh, okay.
what I was watching it on didn't provide it. This one? Have you seen
I'm
this
just
guy with
figuring
big
out
earlobes?
because you said
big earlobes.
what 300.
Blonde, big earlobes.
I don't think so.
Bubbles.
Yeah, they're like these giant white bubbles that have like either they're duds or they're like some sort of weapon. And right now, Usopp, Luffy, and Sanji are having to deal with that, whereas with the rest of the group, they're kind of doing something else.
Are you in the
And-
clouds?
Yeah, they were in the clouds. Yeah,
Oh, so
I don't know, dude. Yeah, I'd have to go ahead and literally.
are you talking where they're fighting the underlings? Like there are the 4 doors they could choose from?
I don't know.
Oh, whatever. I'll catch up with you after this.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, so our final thoughts have been all over the place.
These are some great final thoughts.
I'm telling you, I could just sit here and talk for hours.
Lexi's like, I'm.
If you're going to Anime Expo this weekend,
At 6 a.m.
let me know.
Zach will
ROSSZZAC
be-
on Instagram and pretty much all social media platforms. ROSSZZAC. Hit me up. We can link up.
Yeah, Zach, where's your booth going to be at when you're representing the Attack to Talk? Where's your booth at?
I wish I had a booth.
Zach's like, oh, I'm going to be right there next to.
Yeah.
I'll be sitting with Chris, chilling out.
Yeah.
He's going to be there, actually. Chris Sapp is going to be there.
Well, of course, I would imagine that
Yeah.
he would be there.
I'm pretty sure they have a My Hero event too.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised.
But I'm super excited. Okay, that's where we all started this from. Trigun. Trigun is like Cowboy Bebop's rival back in the day, and they're
Uh-huh.
remaking it. So I'm super excited for that.
yeah,
Cut it off
well, I
before I
know
talk too much.
where Cowboy Bebop's, they have a live action. And
Trigun does not need a live action. They're just doing a remake. They're just doing an animated remake.
I'm trying to get back into the Cowboy Bebop live action talk. Just circle
Let's
back.
just
No, we're cutting the circle off. We did a circle, cut.
There's a character actually I like a lot, but they didn't do justice, I feel like, in live action. What's the character's name again? Oh my god. It starts with a G.
And that wraps up another episode of Attack the Talk, guys. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for sticking through. Thanks for being loyal.
Love. Later.
Peace out. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Actually, I do have something to say about Fandomion.
Let's close it out though. Cool. Okay, guys. So after all of our final thoughts here, we finally come to a closing. I want to say, guys, that wraps up another episode of Attack the Talk Season 2. All right. Remember, guys, new episodes will be streamed every Sundays on Twitch. And if the streaming schedule changes like it did today, we will update you all. Also, remember, guys, episodes will be available every Thursday on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, anywhere you guys get your podcasts. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. And don't forget to hit that notification button where you guys will be notified whenever we post new episodes. Huge shout out to NatePlaysBad for editing our videos.
Thank you.
Go check out his Twitch channel and his live streams. That link is available in our episode descriptions. His name, again, is NatePlaysBad. Thank you for everything, Nate. All right. Make sure to check out our link tree. That too is available in our episode descriptions as well as our Instagram profile page. Make sure to follow us at Attack to Talk Podcast on Instagram for all of your updates. Merch time, Lex?
Yes.
Okay. Now, in our link tree, we, of course, have a link to AnimeCrunch, where that link will take you to their online store and you can browse through all their different anime merch and purchase the items that catch your eye. They also have a second Instagram at Geeky Statues, and it's how you would go ahead and spell that. So it's Geeky, Geeky, and then Statues, Statues. Geeky Statues, where you guys can check out all their different character figurines and other assorted merch that they have. All right. So Lexi wants to talk about Fandomion, which is also in our link tree. Okay, remember, guys, Lexi has a promo code for you guys to use at Fandomion. Use that promo code Lex at Fandomion. Let Lexi help you guys out, and you guys can help Lexi by using that promo code Lex, promo code LEX at Fandomion. You guys click that link, and it will send you straight to their online store. And Lexi has a little update for you guys.
Yeah, Fandomion, again, they're really great at informing me on these merch updates. We actually were just talking about this earlier about Spy Family. They just came up with some new merch for Spy Family.
I did see that.
And yeah.
I'm super excited.
So they just came out with some for that. It came out last week, but unfortunately I wasn't able to update you guys because we had already done the stream. But there's still a lot up there. You guys can go check it out. And yeah, it's really coincidental that we were just talking about Spy Family. That's why I was like, oh my gosh, perfect.
So thank you again, Captain Boggy, for that.
Yes, thank you, Captain Boggy. Check out Fandomion.
Lloyd
they got some
top tier.
They got some
material.
new Spy Family merch. So yeah, just wanted to again, whatever updates Fandomion gives me, I'll be sure to let you. You guys are gonna know first. I'm gonna let you guys know so that you guys can have first picks at that new good merch.
Mm-hmm. Which is important too, because we understand like sometimes you go ahead and you look at their online stores at some like locations or different places and stuff, and then some of their stuff is like sold out.
Yeah.
It's like, can be a bummer.
Especially for something that's popular as Spy Family.
Telling me. I'm trying to buy this hoodie. Sold out.
Keeps getting sold out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
not from Fandomion though.
That's nice when you have somebody like Lex who gets updates and we're able to update
Fandomion,
you guys.
for updating me.
So
I can let you guys know.
Very cool. All right. Well, thank you for that, Lex.
You're welcome.
All right. Also in our link tree, we have an ArtofCesar link that will send you straight to his Etsy store. You can browse through his many amazing artwork and purchase the art that is your favorite.
It's beautiful.
Remember, guys, use that link tree or use that link in our link tree, or go follow Caesar at ArtofCesar on Instagram.
He also has a TikTok now, ArtofCesar, except it's ArtofCzr. But he just made a TikTok. You guys can go check it out. He doesn't have much on there, but...
Well, not yet, but one thing...
he just made it.
Informed of this.
This is something we just realized last week. I think that Lexi, you had mentioned in our closing, right? Last week, when Zach wasn't here?
Damn.
Oh, yeah. I mentioned, yeah.
Okay, Caesar. The editing too. Oh, it's a loop.
Yeah.
Oh. I was just watching it.
Yeah, you're just watching a loop continuously.
I just gave him a shit ton of views.
That's fine.
Very interesting. Yeah. So I'm looking over at the different art that he has available on his Etsy store right now. Again, it's 20 different assorted pieces of his art that varies from anime to other kind of pop culture, different stuff
Yeah.
like Jack Skellington.
Ooh.
Yeah. I see he also has a very detailed and colored Spike print as well. Wow.
Okay.
Batman
it
stuff,
was like exactly like that.
Venom and Carnage.
Yeah.
You know, there's you guys were talking about an Akira print.
Okay.
Right.
Hell
Cool.
yeah.
He has the Crow, Brandon Lee as well. Wow. Godzilla
Wow.
stuff. Crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got very wide variety. So whatever
And
you
they're
guys are
all-
into,
the
he's
one
got it.
thing that is the same with all of them is the detail and how like absolutely amazing they look. Yeah, there's a lot of different stuff. He has the Venom, which I have purchased. 2 different Venoms, which I might have to purchase the other one as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Or Junji Ito stuff.
we have some crazy artwork that Caesar has available and stuff that you can check out on his Instagram as well as his new TikTok. So Lexi, can you please tell us again about Marco's art? So we can shout out Marco.
Our friend Marco, who you guys know. Hey, Marco. He is also an artist. You guys can check him out on Instagram at Marco Mamone, which is his name. It's spelled MARC0 MAMONE. He does some really cool art. You guys can totally DM him. Check things out. He's really talented.
Check it out because I remember when
Super
you
talented.
showed
He's super
the Instagram page, you showed me some of his art. And I was like, what the hell? Like,
Yeah.
that's so freaking good.
Like, that is our friend Marco. He puts pen to paper or stylus to computer. And
however you do it, I mean, it's like
He does a hell of a job.
and
pretty crazy.
it's very good. Very, very good. And I really like the detail of it. And that's something that he doesn't really talk about. But he very much appreciates that we shout him out. So you guys should go check him out.
Well, I definitely recommend that you go check out his Instagram so you can go ahead and see the art that he does and yeah.
And
So-
we did mention last episode that he would be down to do some Attack on Titan fan art of us.
Oh, if he does that, my gosh, that'd be absolutely amazing.
So yeah, honestly, anything you want to do,
I would love that.
like that would be so amazing, so cool. We would post it everywhere on our social medias and let everyone know. Again, it's MARC0 MAMONE.
Very cool. Check it out.
Check him out on Instagram.
And
Yes, indeed.
Yep.
Yes, indeed.
We have
Marco-
a confirmation.
Marco can literally like off whatever creative mind that he has, anything fan art wise of us and what we have talked about would be absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Like we've gone through different moments of just talking about gibberish and crazy stuff, right?
Like I don't even want to like ask specifically, like, oh, can
So
you make
anything
this?
that
Da-da-da. Like whatever you think
Marco
would be cool,
creatively think would be funny or
we
whatever and
will
stuff like
all,
that.
Yeah, greatly appreciate it.
That would be
yeah,
cool.
whatever your
Anything.
imagination.
We'll take anything.
Yeah.
Whatever your imagination
Gets
comes
us
up with,
excited.
and you can use your skills to. We would.
Yeah.
agree.
And even if it isn't even us, if I see anything that's just Attack on, like anything new Attack on Titan related, like I'm gonna get hyped over that too,
Yeah,
For
because
sure.
even just like I think the only thing Attack on Titan, he said Dolphin Beast Titan.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Hell yeah. A dolphin with arms and legs.
Like
Yeah.
if we all had our own Beast Titans there in that fan art, that would be amazing. Like a full on battle between our Beast Titans.
Yeah, but it would be a dolphin, a frog, and a bat.
Yeah. Bro, I'm sorry.
Be a frog.
Wait.
We made an OVA episode of your frog, dude. We
Just
already
because-
said the skills and the
Just
powers.
because being a bear would be too OP. I'll take the frog.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, like being a bat isn't.
It's true.
I can be
Might
a
have to
dainty bat.
change.
It's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys can totally check them out.
Drop your spirit animals.
Drop your spirit animals.
Well, we've
Yeah, we just
already
did.
alluded that mine is
A dolphin.
dolphin. Zach, is that your spirit animal, a frog?
No, my spirit animal is a goddamn wolf.
Bro, I swear it's probably not a wolf. You just say
How
that.
can we
That's
test
like
this?
every teenage
Can we
boy's
test
spirit
this?
animal.
Yeah.
I'm a wolf.
Wolf
I'm a
or
lion.
bear. It's one of the two. Because every time I did the brother bear thing at Disney California, it was either wolf or
Oh
bear.
my god. Yeah, let me base it off of a Disney park activity.
Oh my gosh.
Well, me and you
I think I
me and
literally-
you did like spiritual journeys.
I think I
to get
literally
ours.
just saw the inside of my brain.
Did you guys
I
actually do, like, a
rolled my
spiritual
eyes
journey?
that
Yeah.
hard. Yeah.
You like sit in a dark room with your eyes closed and they like tell you things.
You go through like a certain guide, like somebody says
and it's
something
all
to
comes
you.
from your brain and it's like the first thing
Yeah.
that you see
I'm
after
gonna do
going
this
through
thing
that.
called Quizoto.
It's like a journey we literally went on, and we had to.
Why am I
imagine-
picking my
The BuzzFeed quiz.
Hogwarts house?
But yeah, I'm a bat. AJ is a dolphin. It's been decided that those are our genuine spirit animals, which
Yeah.
I'm okay with. And I feel like explains us really well
Yeah, when you actually look at it, it does
when you like know
very
us as
eerily.
people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is weird because like obviously we didn't purposefully like imagine these animals when we were going through this.
Yeah. Like no prior.
It wasn't
information
like,
into it.
okay, logically I'm a bat. I think bats are cool. Like it was just the
No.
first thing
Yeah.
that like popped into my head after going through that whole journey.
Pretty much just like
Same
you go
for you.
through this, you're guided through this journey, and then at the end of it, you're staring into like a flame.
Mhm.
And then
You're like in a dark cave.
yeah, you're staring
And
into
there's
this
a flame.
flame. You walk up to the flame, you stare into it, and then the animal appears to you.
Yeah. And you just see it.
Yeah.
Like you literally like just you don't think it. You genuinely like in your brains like imagine it. You just see it.
Yeah.
And yeah, mine was a bat. And yours was a dolphin.
Mine's a dolphin. Yeah.
And Zach's is a frog.
It has to be a frog.
It leapt out of that fire, man.
yeah. You know?
You cannot argue the fact that a frog beast titan would not be amazing and powerful.
I think he will argue it because he wants to be
Because he doesn't want to be
a
a frog.
wolf or a bear.
Think about all of Froppy's powers, but like times 10 in a giant titan.
It's true. Yeah, that's some serious potential there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Zach,
Marco's just waiting on your spirit animal.
You know what? I think Zach's he's gonna go through all this. It's gonna
Yeah.
be a frog. He's gonna be
It's
like,
gonna say
we
toad.
did.
it's a wolf. It's a wolf. It's a wolf. It's a wolf.
It's gonna say like something weird. Blobfish.
Oh my gosh, a blobfish.
Ew.
I low-key want to go ahead and see what frog spirit animal meaning.
Oh yeah, we should look up the meaning. Maybe it's actually something super cool.
Describe my build, I guess. What? Would you guys say I'm strong?
Yeah, I don't know if he's a frog.
Would you guys say I'm strong?
Right, what is this what is the
don't think
description?
Well, it says the frog spirit meaning speaks of transition and transformation. As the toad eats its own skin, so the frog's power is an image of rebirth. Its presence urges us to make changes, whether it's within ourselves or in our lives. Frog energy is a feminine one, and it helps us clean and clears our body, minds, and soul.
Yeah, maybe he's not a frog.
Yeah, I want to look what the heck a freaking bear one means.
Oh yeah. That's a good one. What's your spirit animal, Marco? Do you know what yours is?
Yeah, there you
You
go.
can draw yourself in there with us.
The bear
Please do.
spirit animal is the energy of courage that replenishes you with power. This animal will take you through any challenging situation with your head up, and it will remain to lick your wounds and make you whole
My
again.
best feature.
The bear spirit animal personality makes you fearless. Goodness gracious. I was just like having a heart
Oh,
attack right now.
that kind of describes Zach.
Yeah.
What's my best feature? My butt, all of me, my eyes, my feet, my ears, or my nose.
Why is your butt an option?
That's an option?
Wait, what is it? Your butt, your eyes,
Butt, eyes, feet, ears, nose, or all of it.
feet,
Yeah.
Wow.
ears,
Not my
nose. You have a very
I want to say eyes.
oh.
I don't like my butt.
I have no idea. What do you think?
I have
Okay,
no
first thing that
idea.
comes to mind when I think of Marco's spirit animal.
Chameleon.
Oh my god, I literally was gonna say lizard. You're a fucking lizard.
There you go.
I've never met the guy.
The wolf spiritual meaning is
You're a
the
I'm
wolf.
just gonna say
Marco.
eyes. I'm just gonna say my eyes are my best feature.
Wolf symbolism and meaning includes loyalty, family, and friendship, teamwork, protection, wildness, freedom, instincts, playfulness, and other noble traits.
Pick a favorite food. Alcohol.
No.
Yes.
My favorite food is alcohol. Yeah,
Very
Marco, it's
strange.
been decided.
Roasted nuts
by
or
the way.
popcorn,
How do you
fried
feel
dough,
about
alcohol, cotton candy,
So
onion
if
rings.
he's-
How do you feel about your spirit
Spicy
animal that
chili
we've
dog?
decided? Actually, I'm gonna look up
Lizard?
the meaning. Yeah, can
I'm
you-
literally, yeah, I have right here. It
Of a
says
lizard.
Lizard symbolism is linked to sunlight, regeneration, and renewal. It is a symbol of good fortune in some cultures while also representing impurity and dangers in others. Lizards are patient, determined, and have the ability to blend in with their surroundings.
That's kind of Marco.
Is it?
Maybe. No, it's not. It's not a super. He said sick. Yeah, you're okay. No, a lizard titan would be, yeah,
Scary.
scary. Especially a chameleon titan, like a blending into the environment titan. Like
Yeah.
imagine being in like the forest of giant trees, and you have a chameleon beast titan in there. I would crap my pants. Like one of these trees could be him.
A bat.
How many questions are there?
A bat is a spirit animal. A bat as a spirit animal indicates a person who is aware of his or her own states of consciousness, inner awareness. That is why such a person is capable of understanding the darkness of night, death, and even the world of dreams. A person with the bat as a spirit animal is the guardian of the night. I am.
Sounds so cool.
I am
I'm Batman. Vengeance. Vengeance. Guess that's cool. So what should I draw? Whatever you want, man. I'm literally not going to ask you to do anything. If you want to do anything,
Yeah.
we will appreciate it. Whatever you feel like you want to do, whatever motivates you.
Can I say what a dolphin?
Oh, of course.
The dolphin spirit animal represents harmony and balance. Dolphins are both highly intelligent and closely in tune with their instincts, striking a balance between the two states. Dolphins are also a symbol of protection and of resurrection. Their playful nature is a reminder that everyone needs to approach life with humor and joy. People who identify with the dolphin totem are usually peaceful and gentle, but with a deep inner strength.
Yeah. Exactly.
Freaking questions are there?
That is exactly AJ.
Goodness.
Protector with playfulness.
If I did all of these questions and I just get a white screen,
Forget a frog.
oh, never mind.
No, he's not a
Let me
frog.
get something random. You're a capybara.
A rat.
You're a rat. Hey, a rat titan?
Ugh.
A rat titan? Its tail in a giant form.
Says,
I am a sloth.
you're a sloth.
Oh my.
Your
yeah.
kindred spirit is the sloth. You tend to be very chill. You just want to kick back and have a good time. You love to relax and nap. Your calm nature leads you to be diplomatic as you try to avoid conflict and want everyone to get along. I wouldn't say I love to relax and nap.
You love to nap.
Not
But
anymore.
I don't agree with the, I mean, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't agree with the, you like to avoid conflict. I think you take conflict head on because you're not afraid of conflict, but that's how you resolve it. You resolve it by going into the conflict.
They went through
No,
all
I agree
that
with that.
just to get
Whenever there's an issue, I'm like,
a sloth.
let's just.
Hey, sloth.
A sloth.
You're a sloth.
So yeah, sloth
They do
symbolizes
this every year.
a sloth symbolizes relaxation, conservation, groundedness, and patience. Sloth offers a unique perspective on life. It spends its time hanging upside down in the trees and has the ability to rotate its head as far as owls. It gathers its wisdom and values
that a-
from the trees and Mother Earth. How far can you rotate your neck? Okay.
Yeah, how far? Do you enjoy hanging upside down?
I actually really do.
He's a sloth.
All right. Yeah. I guess it's a question that I should be asking myself because I'm a bat. Do you enjoy hanging upside down?
Yeah, it says need to look at a situation
I'm
from a
afraid
different
of heights,
angle.
guys.
Looking to savor every minute of the day, sloth as a spirit animal can help. Sloth teaches how to take on new perspective and how to slow down to partake of everything life has to offer. Delve deeply into sloth symbolism and meaning to find out how this spiritual animal can educate, guide, and inspire you. You're very zen.
I thought I was going to be either a bear, a monkey, or something else.
Monkey.
I don't know.
Yeah, I knew it was going to be something random that we haven't thought of.
I need to like actually do like some sort of.
You have to go on a spiritual journey
I'm down for that.
and find it.
Yeah.
I would like that. What should you draw? I guess just draw a sloth, man.
All right.
No, screw it. Just draw a frog. Just go for the frog. Why not?
All right.
I knew
Either
you would
way,
come around.
we got into this because of art.
Yeah,
and how
because Marco's
artistic
art.
you are, Marco. So, Marco, it's up to your
started it.
own creative interpretation, how you want to go about it. And if you decide not to, that's okay too. All right. We just appreciate any art
We won't be
piece that
mad.
you do. Of course, we won't
Just
be mad.
disappointed.
Just know that
No, I'm kidding.
it will be Frog Titans. Yes, if you want to make us all Frog Titans, I'd be very
Yes,
All of
dude.
us?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But either way, Marco, keep doing your thing, man. Keep being creative. And again, if we get any fan art, we are showcasing that all over the place.
For sure.
Yeah.
I already did that for him. Oh, you don't have Instagram anymore.
No.
Someone just did a bunch of artwork for me.
Really?
Well, he's been doing artwork for me.
Oh, of
But,
what?
like, just me as Dragon Ball characters and Pokemon trainer and other shit.
So he
Just this.
he doesn't
I'll show you.
listen. He doesn't listen to the podcast. He doesn't doesn't
Yeah.
want to.
I think he,
He doesn't
does.
wanna
He doesn't
shout
want to go
out.
ahead and
I think he does.
do some fan art of us.
I'll talk to him about it.
I'll be a Dragon Ball Z character. Are you kidding me? He'll give me the Raditz hair and everything and stuff.
It's 5 photos, so it's this one.
What's that?
What's huh?
There's 5. So there's 5. There's 5 of these ones.
He doesn't want you to
I know,
scroll
what is
for
that
his
here?
phone.
Scared
Like when
me.
your parents have your phone and you're like, what are they gonna scroll?
Scroll
I
to
think
the
I'm
right or to
fine.
the left?
There's
Okay.
nothing in there. Just whatever.
Everywhere. And you know what? Actually exit and then scroll all the way at the top of his
Okay,
camera.
this Premier
Scroll to every
Zachary.
single
Add
one.
in there.
Very cool.
I've safety walk on.
I'm looking at this like the kind of like little photo album at the bottom, and all I see is Leonardo DiCaprio.
Leo just.
Yeah.
Leo just cheers it like.
Yes, sir.
I see that.
You're seeing all my memes.
I see SpongeBob doing the.
My camera roll is a masterpiece, bro.
Oh my
You're looking
god,
more
bro.
at the bottom of the screen.
Oh.
Look at the actual art.
Oh yeah, that's what I was looking at.
Oh yeah. We're not
Okay, I
just
see a couple
going
Gelgers,
through
couple Gelgers and Zach.
Gelgers. Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah. You mean Gengar?
Gelger.
There's a Gengar.
Oh, that's great.
Gelger from
All
Attack on
right.
Titan.
I think we've been streaming long enough.
Oh my gosh, yeah, we've been going for
2.5 hours.
Yeah,
2.5 hours.
yeah,
Damn.
2 hours and almost 40 minutes.
Wow, the powers these microphones have and
know.
some cameras
I'm
and stuff.
blurry.
Yeah, you are.
Okay, that means hey,
Hey,
it says,
wrap it up. Wrap it up. Let's go.
Lexi's blurry. Wrap it up.
All right, guys.
You fix it.
I'm talented.
Again, shout out to you, Marco. Thank you again.
Thank you, Michael.
And
Thank
thank
you for
you
being
guys all.
loyal too, for sticking with us
Oh,
for
of
these
course,
2.5 hours when you're an hour ahead.
It is like
It's gonna be 1 a.m. for them.
Damn.
Don't you have school tomorrow, Marco?
summer.
I don't think it's summer for him yet.
Well,
Bro, we're in almost July.
yeah. Okay, can I close it?
Yes, please.
I feel like right when
To
getting
wake up
into
at
all of a
6
sudden,
a.m.,
just like,
please.
yeah. All right. Well,
Same.
We just can't stop.
I do want to say thank you, Marco, and thank you to anybody else listening for the continuous support. It means so much to Attack the Talk, especially for any, for who are still sticking around. And for anybody
we
who just kind of spreads the
Currently
word.
still have 8 viewers.
Wow.
Well, 7 because me.
Okay, but still, I mean, for
But
anybody
yeah,
who's sticking
for
around,
2.5 hours, almost 3 hours.
thank you guys so much for the support.
Thank you.
I'm literally like in awe of just like the fact that like we have people who tune in or people who stick around
You
and
just
listen to
click
us.
start
and-
streaming,
and,
talk about an anime, and then we have people
Yeah, and you know, it means a lot, like to me. And I
that
know,
look forward to watching us talk
Yeah.
about an anime.
and I know we talk
That's
about it. You know,
surreal.
it's like how much it means to us, but like truthfully and honestly, like it does. It means so much, and it's something that I forget. But then when you come to realize that people are
Put it
listening,
into perspective.
you know, people are following along, people are chatting with us, you know, and stuff, and it's like, wow, it puts everything into perspective. Where something that we kind of talked about recently, where it's like, you know, seeing kind of where we've come and how we've grown and how excited we are to continue to grow, and it's like it's something that's special, and I hope that it's you know, it's just special, and I'm excited for where it's going to go, and
Me too.
you know, it's just, so thank you guys, and I want to say too, just this experience that we have now with these video streams and having people tuning in with us and chatting with us. Like, you guys are now very much a part of the Attack to Talk experience, and you guys are a part of now these weekly episodes and having us talk about Marco, having us talk about Eddie, having us talk about Kyron, Captain Boggy, you know, and talking about.
He doesn't even call him Boggy anymore, just Captain Boggy.
Well, he's Captain Boggy, right? Like, I like that, right?
The point you're trying to make is like, you aren't watching us talk.
You
about
guys are a part of it.
You aren't watching the podcast. Yeah, you are the podcast.
You guys are a part of the podcast, you know, and that's one thing that's been the idea from the get-go, was just, it's the concept and the idea, our friends talking about this anime that we all enjoy, and you know, you guys are our friends, and that's why we're so happy that you guys are now part of.
Yeah, because that's the whole thing. That was the whole goal.
I would love to continue to grow in the whole live stream world, and you know, I want to figure out, of course, how to be able to support and find a way to do, like, you know, calls and like, you know, like
even just like audios,
you know,
just
FaceTime
chat,
stuff,
like
and it would be so cool to have, you know, some guests and stuff like that, just, you know, chime in a more kind of inclusive way and stuff, and actually being able to see each other. I know you guys can see us, but it'd be so cool to be able to see you guys.
Yeah.
But thank you guys so much again for just the unwavering support, and really, like, it means a lot. So yeah.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you. I'm tearing up. No, I just yawned. But I would if I genuinely sat here and thought about it.
Yeah.
Like, these people have individual thoughts and feelings, and they're choosing to watch us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would start crying.
Yeah. Crying of thankfulness or fear.
Anxiety and love.
Remember, guys, look out for future Spotify Q&As, future poll questions on our Spotify and on our Instagram. Your feedback is needed and very much appreciated.
I mean, we just kind of went on a rant about it, but
of course, we love to do that.
You guys know.
Yeah, can't thank you guys enough. Of course, we always close with this, but you know, it never, unfortunately, doesn't fail me, like, or I say, it doesn't surprise me to go ahead and see how this world is kind of like changing, and how certain things are happening, and
not necessarily in a positive manner.
It just seems like there's unfortunately moments where it feels like we're kind of like regressing.
Yeah, like we're moving
as people. And you know, it just we say it in closing for every episode, but just be safe, guys. Try to have a positive outlook.
Please be kind to yourselves.
Exactly. Positive outlook.
Especially during these times, please be kind to yourselves. Take care of yourselves. Keep yourselves and your loved ones safe, please. Because there's so much going on out there.
A lot happening. So yeah, like Lexi said, just positive outlook on yourself, and have a positive outlook with others as well. You know, there's so much hate going on. So I think for us to try to just do our part, just try to be caring, loving people, and spread positivity.
Yeah. We can use our platform to spread any kind of positivity in any way. We would do it.
Yeah. And trust me, it's difficult because we all have stuff that happens in life.
Yeah.
Right. But you don't know how something as little as just like saying hi, something as little as just like waving
just
or something,
a smile down
or
the street.
just smile, like how that's gonna really kind of affect a person who maybe is going through something. And also to counter that, if you don't acknowledge somebody, or if you know, say something because you are upset at something, and somebody can feel that, sometimes that can also really, you know, carry a lot of weight.
Yeah.
For somebody.
And I'm sure you guys have probably experienced this firsthand too. So, I mean, we're telling you guys all this stuff, like, it's scary out there. Be safe, you know, take care of yourselves. What we are preaching to you guys, what we are trying to take on for ourselves. Yeah. Obviously, we're all going through stuff too.
Yeah, exactly.
And, like, my 2 cents is that, like, obviously I work at a residential home now, and that has really shifted my perspective on just like human beings. Because obviously I see who gets visitors and who doesn't. I see who's, you know, in memory care, or who is, you know, who needs that memory care and who doesn't. I see how life has been life has been for these people who are now in their 90s.
Yeah.
And understanding like what they've been through and everything, and just any glimpse of wisdom, any like little bit of wisdom I can get is, you know, and I've seen the way that some people think about these elderly people and like treat them, and it's just they've already been through so much. They're already
But also too is like you mentioned, you know, you can get wisdom from them, but also you can be some kind of shining light for them as well.
Yeah.
And being kind to them, and because you said a lot of them unfortunately don't get visitors, they don't get family,
like
you know,
I can
stuff,
see
you know,
which
like
ones do and don't. I could see
for you to be somebody who can bring some sort of positivity to them, some joy to them, like that holds a lot of weight.
It's been a really humbling experience, because before working there, you know, I had that whole outlook of where I was like, oh yeah, these old people, like they don't really do much for society. They're just there and they're old. But since working at a residential home, it's been so life-changing.
Yeah.
And it's just,
I'm glad to hear that, Lex.
it's incredible.
Yeah.
Because now I have this different outlook on life now, where I'm like, oh, like I one day, like I can only hope that I could be like some of these residents one day when I'm 90, because some of them are still so active and still very there in their, like they're still there.
Yeah.
And when you think about like a 92-year-old, you're thinking, oh, bedridden, doesn't remember anything. But I'll show up at work. They'll be like, oh, hi, Lexi. Like, are we going to do bingo today? Like, how have you been? And they're just so happy to get, like, they're just so happy to know that you care about how their day was.
Yeah.
They get so happy if you just wave and smile hi at them. Like, you should see the way that their faces light up when I make eye contact with them from across the lobby and do a little smile and a wave. And their demeanor instantly changes from just sitting in a chair to just, oh, hi. And just that simple little, just smiling and waving hi makes their day.
Yeah.
And it's not that hard to
It's not just a little bit of
spread
effort.
positivity.
Yeah.
A little bit of effort.
And
That's my 2 cents.
yeah. Well, I'm really happy that you are going through that experience in that, Lex. So that's super cool. And you know, it's cool that you're making an impact on them, but they're making an impact as well on you and
Yeah.
stuff. So
I'm already attached
give
to
you
a
a
lot
little
of
plot for that, Lex. Very
Thanks,
cool.
thanks. I'm
Very cool. That's
getting character
amazing.
development, guys.
Very cool, guys. So yeah, just spread positivity, guys, and then just be safe, you know. And what's the saying, Lex?
Oh, we hate, but we love.
Love. Very true. So again, guys, Attack
Continue
to
to
Talk.
spread that lovey love.
Attack to Talk loves you guys, and we'll see you guys next week.
Yes, sir.
All right. So thank you guys again for everything. Hope you guys have a great week, and goodbye to you all. And
care of
I'm
yourselves.
gonna stand up and close this live stream.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you for
Bye,
sticking
guys.
around.
Thank you for being so loyal. We appreciate it. Bye, guys.